Music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in the purple app chat for a clickable link. Fun times. Midnight Syndicate, great music. You can watch your music videos on YouTube, listen to their music on Spotify, even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Next up, we also have music from RuneScape, and by RuneScape extension Jagex as part of their fan program. This is a game that started all of Lich Souls gaming back in 2006, and we'll be celebrating 20 years of this community September 21st of this year. So if you have not yet done so, join our Discord at lichsouls.com/discord for information when we start to release that. And we are back after about 2 weeks. So I also want to say that it is, by the time we see you next week, it is going to be Pride Month in June, and in one of the most important Pride months ever. I know I say this every year, but you know, things just continue to seem to get worse for certain communities. And as always, we will be raising money for a charity at lichsouls.com/merch. All of our merch that gets from the Pride collection that gets bought will go, all the proceeds that we get will go to a selective LGBT charity of our choice, which we will announce June 1st, which is in just a few days. So there's that as well. A few other announcements to get through. You'll notice that the players got a level up last session, which was 2 weeks ago. That is not currently displayed on our overlay. That is a mistake on my part. The Dungeon Master can make mistakes, everyone, but when they make mistakes, they just become canon. Except in this case, the party is level 10. They know that they're level 10. But do you know what is a place that you would be able to see that they were level 10 without us being live? That's right, lichsouls.com, everyone. Lichsouls.com. We have our website up and running. It is the hub for all things Lich Souls gaming. It holds our RuneScape clans, Sea of Thieves Guild, our Overwatch competitive team that we're forming, and most important to the stream, the Prestige Encounters characters, their lore, their backgrounds. You can see their active stats and their what they've rolled. All that stuff for the natural 20s, natural ones, they're most times unconscious, all that fun stuff. We're even building, everybody, we're even building a wiki for you to track all of the lore in the amazing world of Zolna. I don't know who wrote that lore, but they seem like a really cool person. So
hopefully we'll get to talk to them someday. We have this weekly Q&A session called Prestige Encounters Beyond the Dice, which we do just before the session. Maybe we'll get to talk to him sometime. Not plugging my
that's
podcast.
Absolutely Guy hosts Beyond the Dice. It is the place where if you have a question for a player or their character or the Dungeon Master, or maybe even an NPC in the game, you can submit those on our website. And by the time that someone's probably hearing this on the podcast network, it's going to be up. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's not up right now, but it will be by the time this is posted. You can submit all the questions for that to be answered, possibly answered, on the lichsouls.com. And while you're at it, come join our community. Come play games with us. It's a really nice time. However, I have been talking everyone's ears off. I was just really excited about that website. I programmed it. The other owner, Kyle, has done a lot of work on it. It's a really cool site, guys. Just go check it out. But that's enough for me, because it is time to grab your drinks, grab your snacks, as we welcome you to our table. And we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week, or last session, in her very own words, is none other than Emlyn. Take it away.
Thank you. The moment Silas summoned the demons, the room became thick with the tension of battle. They blistered with necrotic energy and wasted no time in attacking us. Diablo's flesh blistered from infernal wounds that refused to close properly. I hurled a fireball into the chaos, more interested in controlling the battlefield than preserving the governor's furniture or any evidence of his wrongdoings. Percy scrambled to support the group, while fire filled the office. The blast from my fireball clipped Silas as he activated a hidden mechanism at his desk, revealing a portal behind the bookcase before fleeing through it into some strange violet realm. Naturally, we pursued him. Of course, he tricked us, having led us here on purpose. Where we ended up being was the last place I could have guessed. Penance, also known as the Maw, or the prison realm. And Penance was extraordinary. The moment we crossed over, I recognized fragments of old planar theory made manifest. Purple skies split by constant storms, floating land masses of flesh-like structures that pulsed with residual magical conductivity. Even the air felt metabolically active, as if digesting our very presence. The others saw a nightmare dimension, but I was beginning to see a system. Penance wasn't merely a prison plane, it was an ecosystem built around extraction. The scavengers drained energy from anything stranded there, recycling life force through the plane. Elegant in a grotesque sort of way. The others wasted time moralizing over it. For instance, when we encountered a man being devoured alive by these maw creepers, Sanasha immediately considered helping him. I advised against it. Penance does not collect innocents by coincidence, and more importantly, interfering with native feeding patterns while trapped in a hostile dimension seemed deeply unwise. The creature's mandibles were remarkable, though, consisting of serrated appendages capable of complete immobilization. Naoki attempted communion with nature spirits and found nothing truly alive. That interested me more than it unsettled me. Penance wasn't natural. It was self-contained, self-sustaining. It was a plane functioning almost as if a digestive organ. As we explored further, the biological inconsistencies became impossible to ignore. Floating flesh webs stretched between land masses, regenerating almost instantly after damage. Sanasha ripped a piece free while Percy tested the tissue with his blade, causing the entire structure to convulse like a wounded nerve cluster. Useful to know. The tower that was above our resting spot was the true revelation of the Maw. Inside was folded layers of flesh and sinew, arranged like some colossal circulatory system. Columns of meat acted as weight-bearing beams, and faces protruded from the walls. This organic architecture responded to our presence. At its center hung a moral Tamlish, suspended within the oubliette, a living stabilizer for the entire dimension. I performed a ritual casting of Detect Magic to study the construct directly. The answer became clear almost immediately, seeing how the oubliette actually communed with me, asking me questions and answering some of my own. The oubliette consumed a living host in order to regulate the entropy of penance. Without a prisoner acting as a core, the plane's chaotic structure would rupture outward into neighboring dimensions. A brutal design, certainly, but it was undeniably effective. And more importantly, the system sustained its captive indefinitely by balancing consumption with preservation. A prison that continuously destroys and restores organic matter. The medical implications were staggering. If the regenerative tissue could be isolated, replicated, refined even, then diseases involving tissue degeneration, necrosis, terminal decay? There were possibilities here no inferior arcanist would ever dare pursue. Which, naturally, makes me want to understand it more. The others reacted quite emotionally once they realized someone would need to replace Tamlish if we freed him. Bill, the grotesque fly-like demon guard trapped there, became the obvious candidate in my eyes. He had already been altered beyond recognition by the plane, and he had survived there for years. From a purely logical standpoint, the exchange made perfect sense. Unfortunately, heroism tends to complicate efficient solutions. So Nasha decided that she would rather sacrifice herself than condemn Bill. Percy sided with her, and both were thinking emotionally instead of structurally. If Sanasha entered the oubliette, we would lose one of our strongest allies to save a stranger, already broken by penance. I wasn't willing to allow that, and neither was Naoki. While Percy attempted to interfere with charms and confusion magic, Naoki neutralized Sanasha by polymorphing her into a toad. Effective, I suppose, and minimal harm. I used the opportunity to drag Bill into position after casting Hold Person on him, of course, and completed the exchange before anyone could derail the process. Tamlish was freed moments before Thane arrived with a portal. The reactions afterward were predictable. Sanasha looked at me with disgust, Diablo nearly attacked Naoki, and Percy treated the entire situation like some moral catastrophe instead of a successful containment procedure. But the facts remained unchanged by how they feel. Tamlish survived, penance remains stable, the maw did not collapse into entropic chaos, and for the first time in centuries, someone has finally learned something new about how this plane functions. And frankly, I consider that a productive expedition. Back at the safe house, we learned Silas was preparing an infernal army while attempting to destroy the dam. The city alarms began ringing soon after. Everyone immediately shifted focus towards war preparation and alliances. But I kept thinking about the oubliette, about the regenerative properties of extraplanar flesh, about whether the process could be replicated without the suffering. Probably not. But probably has never been enough to stop progress before.
And that is where we left off. The alarm bells are currently going off for the city, giving warning to something oncoming. What would you all like to do?
So, out of character, we're aware of the fact that the governor has summoned backup and is trying to take down the dam. That's my understanding.
It has been 2 weeks, so I apologize for me not knowing something exactly.
Yeah.
But
Thane let us know via Raven that Governor Silas has
his Raven was like,
infernal.
there are a number of fiends throughout the city that he's saying that you're gonna have to fight your way through if that were the case.
I was hoping we could ask for support, but seems like we're gonna just have to fight to save the city, right?
He's protecting himself on the 4th level. Our support's on that level as well.
We have to go. Now.
Yeah.
She flicks the switch on her axe, lighting it up as she steps out. Sounds like cheering.
It's chaos.
Okay.
There's people screaming. It's there.
Okay, there we go.
You know. So, with the sound of people starting to try to evacuate or get away from this area, they're trying to go up on levels. You walk out the door, weapons in hand, and you see a number of people just scrambling for the lifts. It is here that you see that the crowd is continuing to push to the edge, and from the vantage point, from you being close to the house, you watch as like one person continues to get pushed and eventually they fall over the edge and tumble into the crater of Mersh below as the crowd is panicking about the oncoming release of the dam. You see a flash of radiant light and the crowd stops and they stare, and you see the you see the high luminary standing there. People, be calm, be still. You will only cause further death and chaos. And then she gestures to all of you. For you have heroes fighting for you.
Asha,
Yeah,
one of her arms.
we've got
holding the
you.
axe in the other, one-handed.
Nick, he twirls his umbrella.
Diablo,
Hero
he,
poses. Go
he
ahead.
grabs onto the robes that he was given to wear, and he just like tears them off.
Slash is not even wearing the robe. She's in her normal clothing.
Oh, yeah. So Diablo just kept his robes on in order to have that the dramatic moment. I love that.
It's for aura,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not
He's
taking
just-
away
he's
from it.
just
I'm just
farming.
saying, like, it's amazing.
And then you start hearing the sound of iron greaves on stone, and marching forward is a battalion of Sunkeepers being led by Lieutenant Matthias. Your friend, in the elaborate garb, made sure that I was freed prior to coming for you.
Great. That solves a couple things for us. I'm glad to see you free.
Fear not. We will deal with the infernal beasts tearing through the city in the most part and clear a way for you to get to the dam. Save who you can on the way there.
Lieutenant, can you spare a runner? Someone who's able to carry someone, or at least get some support from the Demetrius College?
Of course.
We found Archmage Immoral Tamlish. He's currently being held safely in the building we left from. He's very weak, but hopefully his companions will welcome him.
Very well. The number of shouts and things of alarm continue to exist further out throughout the city. And with that, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I would like to keep a constant peeled eye for anyone who unfortunately perishes so that I may take their soul if they're within 30 feet of me, charge my wand, make sure that's good to go. Other than that, though, I think it'd be great just to, start beelining for the dam.
Percy's keeping an eye out for anybody that seems to be trapped in a unfortunate situation to lend an aiding hand where possible.
Yeah, Sinatra will do the same.
Unlucky,
Thank
got
you.
crushed. Unfortunate.
Yeah. All right, with that, everyone.
Such dramatic music.
The
Chase sequence?
this will be treated like a chase sequence as we have done in the past.
Yeah.
So with that, Matthias looks to the Sunkeepers and he speaks of the justice and the law of which their gods they are named after represent. That Sealnor and Alnor are the representatives of, and from there they all shout in alarm or not alarm but in solidarity and begin to charge forward, separating the crowd from the infernal beast. But you notice as you're starting to go through the city that they're not going too far out from the epicenter of where the dam is. From there, what would you guys like to do?
Start booking it to that lift.
Well, the dam is on the is down below. That is correct.
Mm-hmm. And we could always do the cool thing that Diablo did a long time ago and slide down the chains. But I don't think we're all going to pull that off.
I mean, I have Featherfall if someone messes up.
So with that, the High Luminary and a number of Alkalites begin to organize people to go up the lift and trying to get people throughout. There's a little bit more organization at this point. It's still, there's not gonna, if the dam gets released, there's not going to be as many people that they would like to save, but they are saving who they can. The Sunkeepers take from their belts, they have cables that are on spools, and they basically take a steam powered gun almost and shoot it into the rock wall, and they begin to rappel down the cliffside to get to the lower levels quickly. Matthias looks to all of you. Find a fast way down.
Emlyn, I can't think of any faster way than.
Okay, jump.
Felix at everyone else. Should we not go together?
Jump, everyone jump.
Okay, on the count of 3. We're all
Trust
good?
Emmeline. We got this.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Go!
Go.
I'll jump.
And then we'll all jump, and then
And Evelyn
reaction.
we all die.
No, reaction Featherfall.
Uh,
Boom. Goated.
That's so funny.
And then Emmeline would like to just like kind of not grab the wall hard, but use it as a guiding way down so that she can, you know, stop on one of the lower levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so using Featherfall, our party quickly descends down to the 4th level, I believe is where the dam was located. And just a reminder, this dam is built into the side of the rock that borders the Widow's Bay. It is literally there to reinforce the carved out cave that made room for this level.
Mm-hmm.
And they plan on basically releasing a huge wave of the ocean or the sea down into throughout the city down to the crater.
Mm-hmm.
So as you get down, the Sunkeepers begin to move forward. The devils start to get subdued and attacked. You watch as one lurches forward onto a Sunkeeper and bites into his neck as a little imp and begins to tear out some flesh as it does so.
Sinatra will try to take a swing at the imp.
Go ahead, roll to
save
attack.
him. Sure, I'm ready for that. Just gonna make sure my rage button's not on. Perfect. Sorry about the delay. I'm good now. 14, does that hit?
14 will hit.
All right, 14. Would not automatically do damage. It's fine. And then I gotta roll the thunder damage. There's no way that's accurate. Ignore the other numbers on top of that. So 29 damage.
29 points of damage. As you slide, you just slice the imp in half from its shoulder down to its breastbone quite easily. It falls apart, and as the Sunkeeper is like holding onto the side of his neck, another one runs up and starts to bandage him. He's wearing medical garb from it. Just keep going. I'll take care of him.
Yeah, it's like the fastest thing. She just like waits for a second and it just keeps going.
You're noticing as you guys are running, there are some devils that are starting to like attack and blast at a collection of buildings. And you're starting to see that Emily, go to make an intelligence check for me.
On it. My big brain is thinking. Just a check.
Yeah.
17.
You're getting the idea that they are collapsing some buildings to better flow the water.
To prevent resistance. They're using engineering prospects, civil engineering prospects. We must stop them. They're going to destroy the buildings for the water.
Diablo
And
just
shit-
hears stop them.
Yeah. Emmeline's just gonna literally just start spam firebolt. Like, she's just spamming firebolt. Actually, I'm gonna spam Ray of Frost. Boom. On cooldown. Thank you.
Go ahead and roll 3 Ray of Frost. Anybody else who wants to make an attack can go ahead and roll for that as well. We're looking for
Yeah,
a damage
sorry.
total across 3 attacks.
Sanasha will go in as well.
19, 17, 11.
The 11 won't hit.
Okay. Total damage will be 14 cold.
14, all right. I will add that.
25, 18, and 16 to hit.
All 3 hit.
Nice. Nice.
I got a 17 in that one and a 27.
2 of your attacks will hit.
Okay.
Can I be cheeky and ask for 3 wisdom saves?
Yeah.
Ooh.
DC 16.
1 saved, 2 fail.
Okay, so I gotta add all this up. I think I might have spammed too many times. It's okay, it's fine.
Are they within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, Naoki will whip them
Roll 3
with his
attacks.
thorn whip.
19 plus. Sorry, I'm losing all these rolls because we rolled so many things at once.
You can slash GM roll in the future to make it a little bit easier because it separates it from
Yeah.
everybody else's.
It's okay. Yeah, I'll
Do you
it
want?
from there.
Did you want total damage? Sorry.
Yeah, I need your total damage for the attacks.
23 necrotic.
23 necrotic. Thank you.
Mhm.
Naoki, what did you roll for your 3 thorn whips? I see you got a natural 20.
Yep, got a nat 20 and then a 13 and a 10.
Your nat 20 hits.
Okay.
Total
That's
damage from Diablo is 20.
72 from Sanasha.
24.
That'll be a 14 from Naoki.
All right, that is all 5 party members there. Thank you so much. That's 37, 57, and then we add that's 129. That already crosses, but the total damage for that is 143 points of damage across 3 attacks. That successfully hit. You run forward, throwing spells, punches, swinging your axe, and just take out a small battalion, that's basically, of these devils that are trying to actively funnel water through collapsing buildings in a certain way. You notice as you're continuing to go through the city, you're helping usher people out from under debris. You're doing what you can while you get support from acolytes and the sun keepers. That they are given very precise commands. Devils are intelligent infernal creatures. They are the intelligent form of demons. They are cold, calculated, while the demons are more chaotic. There are no demons here. These are souls that were sent to the hells as sinners, warped into creatures, and then have returned as basically borrowed army for whatever purpose, but all given very specific instructions to do certain things. But they're also staying within a certain range. They're not too focused on taking down civilians. They're not too focused on going beyond the bounds of which they are currently at. They're trying to stop the Sun Keepers. They're trying to stop you. And they are trying to find a better way to funnel the water, or rather executing direct orders that were given to them to do that. As you continue on, there is a man and his child that you manage to pull away from a collapsing building. As you do so, Sanasha swings her axe and cuts another demon in half, going through. There is a number of things that are basically wild vines from one of the demons that Emmeline is able to burn away with a firebolt as you continue on through all of this. Eventually, you make your way to the area that contains the gate and the dam. I'm going to give you a visual.
Please do. And may I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So we know that obviously Elmira has different levels, and I'm assuming the water of Widow's Bay is very deep, and so multiple levels would have to have a dam portion. Is this on the right ball of thought? Because we're on the 4th level right now, right?
Yeah, it's about 400 feet below, or more. Actually, it's a lot more than that.
So it would be safe to assume like level 5 and level 3 also have like a dam portion, but that's not really that's not damaged, right? They're focusing on level 4
it's
from what we
level.
know.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a visual, and I want you to place your tokens at the middle bottom of the map while I explain what you see. Okay. So.
Okay.
Oh no.
You see 3 devils. They are large with very tight pale skin stretched over a bony frame. A number of spikes and horns appear throughout their body. They have very thin membraned wings that stretch out a lot, and that will let you know that they're able to fly. These houses, all these houses here, have about 20 feet on any side to scale up to get onto the roofs. The wall that is separating the dam from the main area here, that goes up about 50 feet. The dam wall on the other side has 6 support beams, with what you see initially just through the corners of the gate that there seem to be some sort of charged crystals, have some sort of explosive magic. They're not essentially Noxiarium, but these are common explosive materials used for demolition, that sort of thing. But he is currently drawing circles to connect all of these. The wall behind at the top of the map, that is about 60 feet tall. Essentially what you gather here is he is going to use these 6 crystals on these 6 support beams to detonate the wall and basically flood this area.
What is this? Is this the gate that you were describing? This front wall in front of Silas here?
So that's really thin out part. It is basically a barred gate, like almost like a portcullis, but it doesn't go up or down. It's just, it swings open and it's currently sealed shut.
Okay, and then next to it's like a wall.
Yeah, it is basically a barrier wall that was carved out of the stone. It's been reinforced with metal and stuff. That is 40 feet tall. So houses are 20 feet tall. The protective wall, 40 feet tall. The dam itself, 60 feet tall. Okay, there are currently 3 devils. Silas turns around. I already predicted that you would not be in the prison realm for as long as I intended, as you do have powerful allies, it seems. But do not let them interfere with my plans. Stop them at all costs. If you kill them, I will resurrect them later. And with that, everybody, it is time to roll initiative as soon as I put the thing up.
The level up we did that return us to max health, or are we still damaged as we would have been last?
Your current health is your current health.
Okay.
Leveling up does not restore any spell slots or health.
Didn't think so.
So with that knowledge,
Roll for initiative.
we're rolling for initiative, and let's go ahead and get some good music going here.
I have so many questions for you.
Yeah, go
But
ahead and
I'm
ask
gonna
him.
Okay, so I am looking at a spell right now that I'm very curious about. It's the fabricate spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talks about how you can convert raw materials into products, right? So you can make a wooden bridge from a clump of trees. I'm really focused on that one, right? I'm not interested in the rope or the clothes. I'm focused on the bridge. Do you think there's enough raw material in a 20-foot tall house to potentially begin building a secondary dam? I understand it would take multiple rounds, potentially. I don't. It's a 10-minute spell, so let me know what you think about that. If it would just take too long, or
That is a great question. What I would say, go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me.
Mm-hmm. Dirty 20.
So where you're standing right now, there is a row of houses that have smaller gaps between them that would be much more easily reinforced if you were to take material from other parts of the house and build up to a 20-foot wall. So what I'm looking at here, for example, is here, where you guys currently are, there, and there. This outside barrier of the map is areas that they have collapsed down to give a better turn of water to initially go. So all you would have to do is, but it's not going to stop a turret of water. What it will do is buy some time if needed. Okay. So you have to decide at this point is, do you want to focus on doing that? Or do you want to give support to your party to stop Silas? Both are a gamble. Okay. But has everybody rolled initiative, by the way? I'm missing one. I think I'm actually missing one.
Yeah, let me roll that.
And I'm missing
also,
mine.
10 minutes is a long time.
It is what, 10 more than 10 rounds?
100 rounds, I think.
100 rounds,
oh, wow, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't cast the spell, but you're probably not going to get an hour to do so, you know?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you basically, you would sit down, sip some tea unless he attacks you.
No. This is good. That's why I asked, though, so that I didn't pour all my energy and thoughts and planning into trying to do that. And that way I can focus on something else here, which would probably be these crystals. So I'm going to start plotting.
Everybody, you have what you can guess are 10 rounds before Silas is able to detonate the crystals. The round goes down on an initiative count 20 every round. So if you have an initiative count above 20, you still get your turn before it counts down. Does that make sense? Is everybody on the same page? Give me a thumbs up if you're on the same page of how that works. Great.
Because you go before it, right?
Correct. So on initiative count 20, a layer action will take place. That will take down from the timer. And currently there's only one thing that has an initiative above 20. And that is one of the Bone Devils.
Bone Devil.
So, I am going to start off initiative with the Bone Devil that is currently marked green. And thank you so much, by the way, Chloe, for marking the map for all the information I gave. So, he is going to fly over here, leaping off of the roof and landing down right here in front of the party. He is going to then make his attacks. He's going to make one sting attack against Sanasha. Sanasha does a 15 hit. I'm sorry, does a 13 hit.
No, even less.
All right, great. He's going to make a claw attack against Diablo. Diablo does a 14 hit.
It does not.
You're gonna make another claw attack, this time against Sanasha. Sanasha does an 18 hit.
Yep, just
all
hits.
Right. That is gonna be 12 points of slashing damage.
Which I take fully because I have not raged.
All right. So, that will then end that creature's turn as he has done all that he can. And it is now Emmeline's turn with Naoki on deck.
It sure is my turn, and I am still producing big brain thoughts. However, I am going to lessen the pressure a little bit here. Can I see this red guy on building B?
What about him? Like, you want to look at what he looks like?
I visually see him.
Oh, you want to say, like, can you actually? Yeah, you can see him. He's like standing on the edge of the building, like crouching, kind of like a gargoyle, but just in the fraction of time that you have. So yeah, you are able to see him as line of sight.
Great. I need him to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Got it. Charisma. Are devils charismatic? We're gonna find out. I just rolled a D12, not a D20. That's my bad. He gets a 13.
That fails, so he's banished. He's out of here.
So as he is snarling and opening his jaws, ready to take an attack, he just gets pulled into a void and taken away from the battlefield.
And yes, after that, Emmeline is going to go ahead and run her full distance around this bit. Actually, no, she's gonna do this. She's gonna go here and then kind of like right here. And that will be her turn.
All right, it is now Naoki's turn. Naoki, Diablo's on deck.
Hey, Sanasha. We need to get you across there really quickly, so hop into my body.
What?
Just do it. We don't have time.
Can Sanasha be enveloped by Naoki's body?
Are you trying to Misty Step there, Naoki?
I'm doing a hidden path.
She will not resist if you hidden path.
Which will basically, she'll leap into his body and like see this like floral crystal like gateway just like open up before her as she like leaps in, like she like, it's like a portal, and then she leaps out 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
And then Naoki will he will then use,
why doesn't he have a heart? He's just a pink radiance inside.
he'll then use Conjure Elemental and bring out his BFF himself in the lightning form and attack the green devil in front of us. And that's a Dex 15 to save.
All right, so as Naoki sends Sanasha 30 feet forward, giving her a head start on her attack to come, he then conjures an elemental, which is this lightning form himself in the shape of like a stormy cloud. And then for the dex save you said?
Yep, Dex 15.
That is going to be an 11 from me.
He fails, so he takes the full damage and is also restrained.
Can you tell me the damage, please?
It is. 1 second. Let me check that breakdown here. That is 40 damage.
40 points of damage. It does.
Lightning damage.
It says custom. How many dice does that roll?
It rolls 8d8.
Okay. I'm just double checking restrained real fast. Speed is 0. Attack rolls have advantage against that creature, and their attack rolls have disadvantage, and they also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So the one marked green, and that has disadvantage until it's restrained until the start of your next turn, I believe.
It has to make the save again.
Okay. All right, I have an icon there marking the restrained. It is now Diablo's turn with the non-restrained devil on deck.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. Diablo is going to use a bonus action for Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Expending a point of mojo. So, which gives him dash, and because of his newly heightened speed, gives him a movement speed of 100 for the moment.
Yep.
And he does not provoke opportunity attacks, so he is going to immediately run right up to here, right at the edge of the wall.
Okay.
But behind, out of line of sight of the, caster on the other side of it.
Okay.
And actually, I'll reposition to right here since I have the movement, still retaining that philosophy. And he's gonna make some attacks at this blue one.
Okay.
All right, that is a 15.
15. Just misses.
All right, and one more, a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, and he's going to expend another point of mojo. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That'll be an 11.
All right, so it takes 6 force damage as Diablo takes an open palm and strikes it in the abdomen, and it is now stunned.
All right.
And that will be his turn.
So Diablo, with speed like the wind is upon his back, dashes forward, and for a moment you think that he just teleported, but your eyes just weren't quick enough. And he quickly appears behind the Bone Devil, stunning him as there's immediate bruising along the back, across its pale skin, and it just like kind of starts to stun to the ground and convulse as it is stunned. All right. And it's stunned, so it can't do anything on its turn. It is now Sinasha's turn.
All right, so you already know what she's gonna do. Sinasha rages, and this time she gets the same protection of bark, but you'll notice that the bark doesn't just cover her skin with the ethereal protection. Her arms are enveloped in this glowing ethereal wood. Her great axe in one hand is overgrown by this massive growth of ethereal wood, just seeming longer, more vicious. And she lunges forward towards the gate. And he said, the gate's closed. Does it have a mechanism, anything like that? Is it something she could cut with her great axe?
It is currently a locked gate. There is a massive lock in the middle, so you could try to break it open.
You're gonna try to break it open.
All right.
Because that's what she can do. Is a 19 hit?
Does a 19 hit? Let me I have objects here. 19 just hits for iron or steel.
Okay. Give it a second. 34 damage.
So as you hit the gate, a rune flares to life as it has been warded. With that, sorry, the page I had is still loading. Oh, there we go. All right, you need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure.
Which I believe you get.
It's a 12.
All right, you're gonna take 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
She would have no way of knowing that.
83 points of force damage as the disintegrate spell is immediately launched towards you.
Yeah. Okay. That looks like that hurt a lot. Yeah, so Sinasha's hurt real bad. Is the lock broken?
How much damage did you do? The lightning
30.
damage is negated, so that'd be 8 less.
Yeah. Still a lot of damage.
The gate is still there. You put a big dent in it, but
Well,
still
she's
there.
aiming for the lock, not the gate. Like,
It's not like a
Yeah.
padlock. It is like a lock built into the gate itself, like latches from an internal mechanism. Does that make sense?
okay. Okay. Yeah, so she's gonna try and hit it again, recklessly this time. Yeah, kind of regretting her first decision there, but you know, this is what happens. I'm just rolling. 23 hits.
23 will hit.
So that's 19 more damage.
The gate bursts open as you cut through the mechanism.
Okay. And she is going to kind of look around, kick the gate to the side, and is going to just step over to the side and just try to catch her breath.
All right.
She is singed. She is up, but she is hurt. Girl just tanked a freaking disintegrate. Like.
All right. So a number of like a few parts of your clothing have like completely turned to dust. You're visibly like wounded. There are basically like almost like radiation burns across your entire body.
Can she touch the needle to her clothing to repair them and put it away?
I will allow it.
Yeah.
I got a small question about the disintegrate. Was it like a reflective beam that shot back at her, or was it like an electric fence?
I like the reflective beam idea. That's yeah. So, it is now Percy's turn. Percival, your turn.
Okay. So Percy's gonna take a step up towards this green one, and then a shadow's gonna escape from Percy and come flying out towards this blue one, and clawing out from the shadow seems to be this like frozen water with like stars inside as he summons a celestial spirit in defender form. Yeah, so this like frozen water type, what it seems to be not quite angelic, but you know, maybe kind of angelic, claws its way out the ground, snarls at this blue.
It's a dark water type.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a Greninja, but cooler. No, it snarls at this like blue fiend, and then it doesn't get a turn yet, but it gets a turn after my turn. So that happens, and then there's a bonus action. I don't really have many bonus actions on my. I'm not using my bonus action. How about that? But on the Celestial's turn, it's gonna make 2 mace attacks. So I'm gonna do them now. Okay. So the first one to hit is a 18.
18 will hit.
Okay, and that's gonna be 1d10 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 5, 10, 13 damage. It'll be force damage.
All right.
And as it hits, some of the stars exit through and fly over to Sinasha, and she's going to get 8 temporary hit points.
Perfect. Excellent.
And then it's gonna attack again for a that'll be a 19 to hit. which will be 2, 6, 10 damage. Force damage again.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. And the spirit can choose itself over a creature that gets you within 10 feet. The chosen creature gains 10. It says when you make the melee attack roll, it can choose a creature to get the 10 hit points. Can it do it more than once, or is it every time it attacks?
Repeat that question.
So when it says defender only, when you make a melee attack roll, you can choose itself or another creature it can see within 10 feet of the target. The chosen creature gains 1d10 temp hit. Oh wait, is Sinestro not within 10 feet of the target? If it was 10 feet of the hit. You don't get those 10 hit points. Diablo gets those 10 hit points.
Okay.
My bad. I thought it was 10 feet.
Also,
It
the
was
good news
8.
is I forgot to add my temp hit points to the thing earlier, so I have more health than it appears.
But the question I was asking was, do you get the 10 hit points every time you attack, or is it once per turn? Because it doesn't specify.
If it doesn't specify, I believe it would be every time it attacks.
Okay, then it's going to give itself d10 of temp hit points, which will be 10. That's a d12 I rolled. Ignore me. 5. There we go. That's my turn.
All right. At the top of the round, Silas is going to stand up. He's going to.
Is this actually his turn?
What?
Is this actually his turn?
No, he's just joining the initiative order.
Okay.
So if you would let me finish.
Okay.
He stands up. He dusts himself off. And it
Can I get a
appears at the
strength saving
time
throw?
it's not his turn.
Okay. Let me know when.
Are you done?
Okay. I'm done.
Thank you.
Okay.
It is now the one marked green's turn. It is going to attack Percy with its tail.
What?
Percy does a 24 hit.
Yeah, it does hit.
All right. So you are poisoned until the start of the.
I'm immune to poisoned.
Well, good, because you would not have been able to regain hit points while poisoned. However, you're immune to poison condition, right? Not poison damage.
Yeah, no, I can still take poison damage.
All right. You're taking a total of 30 points of damage. That is a mixture of piercing and poison damage.
Is it not
Okay,
going to take
rolling.
its save?
Concentration now.
It does get
That's
to
a-
save at the start of its turn, right? Or at the end.
That's a fail.
Yeah, it can try to break out.
As an action, but in the spell I'm asking, does it have to try to do it, or does it get at it automatically?
At the start of the turn, the restrained target repeats the save.
Okay, so at the start of the turn, so it should have already done that. Which is going to be, or it's a what save? Dexterity.
Yep,
I get
15.
I have a 16. So it is no longer restrained by the elemental. All right. I rolled with
I
disadvantage,
failed
but...
con save on Summon Celestial, if that was needed out there.
All right, so it goes away.
Yeah, I deleted it.
All right, cool. Thank you. It's then gonna make its 2 claw attacks against Naoki.
Can reach.
Yeah, it has 10 feet of reach. It's a large creature. They generally do. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
That is going to be 17 points of slashing damage against Naoki. And then the next attack is going to be a 26 to hit, which hits. And then additional 15 points of slashing damage against Naoki.
13. He said 15.
So a total of 32.
Oh, I already done the math, so.
Luckily, with LichSouls.com, our players do not have to do the math manually. Just type in the number, hit heal or damage.
Mm-hmm.
Get the con save. Is it con?
It would be
Constitution.
Constitution. You need to do a DC 10 for both attacks. So
No.
no, you rolled a D10. So you need to roll a Constitution save on your sheet. So luckily, that's not a failure. But that is. You rolled a 3 anyway. So your Conjure Elemental goes away.
It was faded.
All right, and that will be the end of its turn. It is now Naoki's turn with Emmeline on deck. You hear a word as that creature ends. By the way, the spell circle continues to glow as we are now 2 rounds in. On round 10, it will the first round counted. So the spell circle continues to glow. You hear a word from I just saw the drawing of the lock. Thank you for that. Silas says to Diablo and Sanasha, hiding on the corners of the wall from his line of sight, your party behind you seems to be struggling quite a bit. Sure you want to focus on me? And with that, it is now Naoki's turn.
Naoki will kind of like brush himself off and like hidden paths himself, so he'll like open up a rift and move away 60 feet. Going here. And then he will use he'll use Conjure Elemental again on the beast. And that's a Dex 15 saving throw again.
On which one? One marked blue or green?
Green.
All right. Dex saving throw. It is going to get an 18.
Okay, it saves, so it takes half of this roll. So 37. Oh wait, hold on. Let me double check that. 38 divided by 2. So 14? No.
38 divided by 2 would be 19.
And then he will also look over at Sanash and use 5 charges of his Balm of the Summer Court to get her back up to some health.
Is that just 5 healing, or?
Oh no, it's 5d6.
Okay. Do you want to roll that for me? Or do you want me to roll it?
And Emmeline, you are on deck. Just a heads up.
14, yeah.
14 plus an additional 5.
The
And that
additional 5
concludes
is
his
10
turn.
HP, right?
Yeah.
14 plus 5, 10 HP. Perfect. I love it. I'm in the yellow.
Ooh.
All right, and I believe that's now Emmeline's turn.
I believe so.
All right, Emmeline, take your turn.
Could I get this blue guy here to make a charisma saving throw for me?
You most certainly can. That is going to be a natural 20.
Oh, so he is good to go. He resists. He is not banished. That sucks for me. But that's okay. We cannot win them all. We cannot always get what we want. Okay. Let me just check here. Does the haste impact speed, like how far you can go, or is it only with ability scores?
So you get someone can correct me if I'm wrong. For the haste effect, you get double movement speed and 2 actions.
You get an
Okay.
extra action, and I think you can make one attack with it if you choose. There's a list of actions that you can make with it in the spell description.
Okay, I'll go get that in a second. And for us, bonus action if it's on my person, pop that baddie open.
Potions and D&D 5.5 are a bonus action by default.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So Emlyn will go ahead and pop this potion of speed, popping that potion, and then she will go ahead and she will run after failing that that spell. She'll run through the gates right here. Okay, here she goes. She's running 40 feet, 45 feet here, and then she's got 15 more. She's gonna go right there. And with her newfound second full action, she is she able to do a spell? No.
I believe you only get
Yes.
one magic action, even with haste. Let me double check. I will get the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get the spell description up.
I have my book open. Let me use my book. All right, I have here's haste. Choose a willing creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the target's speed is doubled. It gains +2 to armor class, which we missed. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws, which we also missed, and it gains an additional action on each of its turns. The action can be used to take only the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or utilize action. So you cannot use it for a magic attack, since that is now a magic action in 5.5.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. And I mean, she has nowhere to hide or really do anything else, so that will be her turn.
That Rolls Lord moment brought to you by Found Familiar Coffee. Found
You
Familiar
can throw your
Coffee.
spell book at him.
Code Lich Souls at checkout for a discount.
Throw the book at him.
That sounds like a plan. You can do that.
Strikes it.
All right. Well, in that case,
Can he make a strength saving throw for me, please?
yes, it is now his turn. Jeez. 13.
All right, he's gonna get teleported if that works.
Wee.
Do you have? Okay, so I will say, do you have to have line of sight on him to teleport him?
I didn't say she was hiding.
Yeah,
She's-
but I will say that from Diablo, where he was standing, I did tell him that was not line of sight.
Okay.
That would be out of his sight. So, if you draw a line, it does go through the wall if you were to look at him.
Okay, I wouldn't have stood there then.
All right.
'Cause
Well,
her
I mean,
idea was
I
to-
believe you. So if you want to move
Yeah.
over,
Yeah. She just wanted to be further away, so
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so he is gonna get teleported right here.
Okay. And what other? Is there any other effects that he's under other than just being teleported?
He has a movement speed of 0 now.
Cool. He is going to, from his pouch, take out a crystal cone, and I need Diablo, Sanasha, and Emmeline all to make Constitution saving throws as he's going to cast Cone of Cold.
Constitution, he said. 21.
That will
Is
save.
there a reaction to be had here?
Only if being attacked triggers the reaction, or I mean, what are you trying to do? If you tell me what you're trying to do, I can give you a better answer.
I'm not going to do what I wanted to do. Instead, I'm going to do something. I'm going to shield as my reaction, which...
So I believe shield works on attack rolls.
Yep,
This is
so
a
that
saving
actually doesn't
throw.
help me. Can I counterspell him?
If you have counterspell, you can roll for counterspell, which I believe
I need
Also
a con
change-
save from him.
is a Constitution save. Yeah. And I believe the DC is 15.
16 for me, because I'm so big brain.
That is a 19 base, so he succeeds.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Diablo
Yep.
fails, Sanasha succeeds. I need that con save from Emmeline because it's going to be 8d8 points of cold damage.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Yeah, it's going to be 34 points of cold damage. Emmeline, can I get that con save from you, please?
Ah, that was worse.
Yikes.
All right, Emmeline also fails. So Diablo and Emmeline, you're taking the full 34 points. Sanasha, you're taking 17 points.
Cool. which she does not need right now.
All right, and that ends his turn. With that, it is now Diablo's turn with one of my last Bone Devils on deck. It is no longer stunned though.
Diablo is going to use his bonus action once more for Step of the Wind. And I'd like to, he'd use a point of mojo. I'd like to add a little layer of description because you described how fast he was last time he did it.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves a trail of that golden blue energy, his mojo, that everybody sees when he attacks. And it almost looks like he is creating across the field a horned maned serpent in his wake wherever he moves.
That's a very cool image.
So he will use Step of the Wind, so he gets that dash to boost his speed up to 100, and he will run all the way over next to Percy and grab Percy on the shoulder, say, "Let's go," and then he's going to move Percy with him, as he can now do that as part of his heightened focus from Step of the Wind. He can move a willing creature.
Hang on, I wasn't ready.
And Percy's movement will not provoke opportunity attack either. So let me just, I can move him up 35 feet, so I'll move him I'll keep him, I'll actually move him I'll use my action for dash as well to boost my speed up to 150, and I'll move Percy with me over here. So he's gonna be right. We'll be right here. He'll be right next to me to my right.
Maybe on your left.
Sure.
Thanks.
And that'll be Diablo's turn.
All right. It is now the one marked Blue's turn, as it is no longer stunned. It is going to jump over, stay 10 feet away, and go after Sanasha, as she appears to be the largest threat to its master's safety at the moment. Sanasha, it's going to attack you with its stinger. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Are you immune to the poison condition as well?
I'm immune to all things that I don't want to be hurt by.
All right. Well, that's 30 points of damage. However, the first 11 of that is slashing, so that's going to be reduced down to 25.
Okay.
You are poisoned, and you cannot regain hit points until the start of this creature's next turn.
She's gonna die.
Now, that is in all manner of which you would get your hit points back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you come back with 1 hit point after going down, you can't, because that is you getting 1 hit point back.
Technically, it's dropping to 1 hit point instead, not healing
Okay,
back.
then that's better. I did not know the exact wording on that. Thank you. This rules lawyer moment brought to you by Only Crits Dice.
Let me throw a book at him.
I'm just gonna start doing that. So that 21 to hit with its claw.
Yeah, I mean, chances are she's going down here, so have fun.
All right, that is it's gonna be 3 points of damage.
She's still up.
All right, it's gonna attack one more time. It only gets 1 more attack. That is gonna be 22 to hit. Sorry.
Sanasha looks like she's gonna go down and grits her teeth and stays on her feet at 1 hit point.
All right. So until the start of this creature's next turn, or until initial count 20, if it gets banished somehow, I don't know how that would happen. You cannot regain hit points.
Yeah, so I have 1 hit point. Is what you're saying.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. It is now your turn, Sinasha.
All right. So Sinasha is exhausted, holding on by a thread. She's got her axe in her hands. She's going to look at the creature and is going to recklessly strike at it with her great axe, which you think wouldn't reach because it only has a 5-foot reach, but the ethereal bark on her arm stretches and she actually can strike at full force, even from this range. And yeah, reckless, I'm going to roll at advantage. So it's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Okay. And 35 damage, 7 of that is lightning. I will also say, as part of this ethereal connection to the tree, the creature's pushed back. Is it large, or is it larger? Is it huge?
It is considered a large creature.
Is pushed back 10 feet away from her, as it is it is literally pushed by the force of her great axe. She's gonna turn around, look at him, and swing at Silas.
Okay.
Still reckless. Maybe the only time I get to use that feature. So best I can hit is an 18.
That will hit. Go ahead and use your damage.
Yeah. 33, 7 of its lightning. Because of the way this works, I can use another mastery because this is stupid. I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from him, or he will be pushed prone.
Okay. So how much damage you just deal to Silas?
33.
33. So as you slash down, he gets knocked prone. Blood spills onto the cobblestone. He looks up at you. His eyes flash red as he can use his reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Yeah, he still. Do you do the con save because he's still gonna fall?
Well, you get to roll it in case you get a nat 20 or nat 1 for your stats.
So,
you know,
was it Constitution?
It's a dex save. Sorry.
Dex save. Okay. 12. 12 is at advantage. Yeah.
12. That is going to fail, but you're going to take 7 points of fire damage, but you only have 1 hit point.
Yeah, she's down anyways.
So after striking him, these bolt of flame just explodes out of the front of his body, and it just singes Sinasha. Smoking, she falls down. Black and mild, actually. Anyway, so the and now it is Percy's turn.
Did he fall prone?
He is prone. Yeah.
Okay.
I said he goes prone as blood splatters on the ground, and he looks up and casts Hellish Rebuke.
Cool. Sorry, my brain. It's great times. Yeah. So yeah, axe topples to the ground, still lit up. She is unconscious on the ground, but can't gain hit points. Not that anyone knows that.
With that, it is now Percy's turn.
Okie dokie. The buildings are 20 feet up, correct? Yes.
The buildings are 20 feet up. That is correct. The houses.
Okay. Yeah, Percy's going to use Spider Climb to use 20 feet of his movement to climb on top of this one. And then using the rest of his movement, 15 feet, he's going to move to the edge of the building. And while here, with everyone in range, he's going to cast Mass Healing Words, of which he will choose everybody, because he can. Here we go. He's going to do it at 4th level. Oh, and then the Necklace of Healer's Sacrifice is you can do hit dice up to the level of the spell, correct?
Correct.
So I'm going to do 4 on that. Oh, I don't know why I clicked that button. So one of them is 5, so 16 so far, and I need to roll D2, 3D8 plus 13, so that's 29 hit points to everybody. Seeing that it doesn't work on Sinasha, he will call that out. Can't heal Sinasha right now, not sure why. In a more dramatic voice, obviously.
I want to hear the dramatic voice. Let's hear it, Percy.
I don't know why, but I can't heal Sinasha. Someone figure it out. There you go.
Thank you so much. That was very dramatic.
It was quite dramatic. And I think that's everything. Actually, I'm going to use my bonus action. One second. To make me and Sinasha swap places as our shadows connect. And we swap. So you're now up on that house. Get up there, Sinasha. That's all you. Oh, no, ignore that, because my healing word's a bonus action, so ignore that.
Okay. Nothing happened.
As an action, I'm gonna... Wow, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'll just Toll of the Dead. Can I get a con save of Silas, please?
Yep.
It's DC 16. Sorry, I forgot that mass healing word was a bonus action, so... Oh, he's gonna take 2d12 damage. That's gonna be 15 force damage.
He grabs his head as like blood starts to pour out of his ears as the bell tolling for his death rings.
You're doomed, son. You're doomed.
Right.
And that'll be everything.
All right, so it is now the one marked green's turn. It is going to flap its wings. It's going to lurch over here. Sinasha.
Yeah.
Cold and cunning creatures. They're not just mindless beasts. They are calculative. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah. That's 2 auto fails. If it's a melee strike.
Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
And the last roll. Does a 23 hit?
I mean, yeah, you already know my AC is there.
Mm-hmm. What are Sinasha's last words in this moment?
Save the city. Don't be assholes.
The creature, blood dripping from its claws and tail, snarls and looks around. It is now Naoki's turn.
What do we even do? Seeing this awful display before him, does Percy, do you have those diamonds?
No. Can I respond?
Quick
I mean,
second,
I'm
and that'll
yelling.
be about the end of the conversation.
Oh.
No. And he'll like conjure the elemental to immediately attack the green one again.
All right, I need a dex save from it. All right. That will be a 16.
Barely saves. That will be a 1 second. $31 divided by 2.
15. It's looking bloodied.
And he just stands there, just like kind of absolutely shocked and immediately, as a bonus action, grabs Sanasha with his last hidden path and drags her away from Silas. So, like,
You can, so as you drag someone, you get half movement.
Yeah, there. With his hidden path, so he just like cuts open a rift that she like falls through. So like, no, not beside him.
Sorry, I thought you used the word drag. My bad.
There.
All right, cool.
And that is his action as he just looks over at her, just scared.
Emmeline, it's your turn.
Yeah, so as you can see, I have numbered each of these crystals. I have an idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and I wish. Anyways, we're gonna come here, right? So that this dude down here can't see us. He can't stop what's gonna happen here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cast our 5th level spell. Bigby's hand. Okay, so basically Emmeline's little hand that always helps her smoke. Steroids, pump him in there. Okay, he's ready. He's big, ready to go, and he is going to spawn near the 2-1. Okay, the 2-1 over there, because that's actually the first one I'm gonna do because I messed up my numbering. And with him being there, we are going to have him attack with grasping hand. So he'll grab it and then squeeze the crystal. Dexterity save on the crystal.
Okay. It does automatically fail because it is a crystal.
Great.
Stationary
Perfect.
object.
Awesome. So we are going to have it take. Let me go ahead and do this. It should be 46 plus my spellcasting modifier, and my spellcasting modifier should be this +8 up here. So, using math and a large brain, we input everything. And that should be 18 points of damage on this 2 crystal from the hand.
All right, the crystal cracks, does not shatter.
Okay. Noted. With that, now knowing that, I'm gonna continue to move in this direction, and that will be my turn.
Okay, can I ask why there's a giant pink circle over your character?
I was planning on where I wanted to go, so I'm actually gonna remove that circle now.
Okay.
So we're good.
All right.
Pre-planning.
It is now Silas's turn. He is going now free from the roots of the tree. 10, 25 feet of movement. And he is going to cast Magic Missile at the 4th
On
level.
who? On who?
Multiple people.
Oh.
It's gonna target Sanasha again, just to keep track of it.
Her corpse just like blows
So
off in the.
A 4. I get at 4th level 6 beams. So I'm gonna designate 3 of those to Emmeline, 3 of them to Naoki. They cannot miss.
Well, guess what?
And a shield.
I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a reaction
The one
shield.
thing that could block them. So 3 out of these darts of magical, like, white crackling energy shoot out and start to circle around, and 3 go up as Emmeline raises her hand and a shield of magical energy shoots up and just deflect it off. They then go around and go towards Naoki. Naoki, you are going to take 15 points of force damage.
Is force a element?
It is not.
Okay. Cute. Love that.
The good news is you're basically full health, so like you can take that damage. You do not understand how much it pains me to do this, but sometimes leaders have to make difficult choices. And now it's Diablo's turn.
Diablo is immediately going to lunge forward towards this green one using 35 feet of his movement, and he is going to make an attack at it.
Okay.
And it's not restrained or anything, right? That failed?
Correct.
Okay. It's a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And before I roll that damage, he's going to expend a point of mojo, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is going to be a 22.
22, okay. So, yeah, it succeeds on the stunning strike. Something I noticed rereading through my features is I've been missing one key element of stunning strike. Even if it fails, I do benefit from it. I get advantage on my next attack against the creature, and I believe it has like half of its movement. Yeah, until the start of my next turn. So that first attack will be 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
And he will make another attack at advantage for 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it needs to make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Uh, 16.
That actually fails by 1. Diablo he lands that first attack, same open palm strike against its back, sending a shockwave through it, lining up his next attack, which he springs up and elbows the devil and then grabs it around the neck. And he is going to use his bonus action, as it is now grappled, for his signature move. And this will be at advantage because it's grappled. For a 24.
That hits.
And that will be 22 points of force damage as he lurches back, and basically what everybody sees, as I described with his Step of the Wind, is this form of the serpent lurches at this thing and it coils around this creature, and it's going to fling itself back and crash the devil into the ground, taking 22 points of force damage and knocking it prone.
All right. And then the grapple ends, correct?
Yeah, the grapple ends. That'll be his turn.
All right. It is now the one marked blue's turn. He is going to fly up here.
What?
And that is going to be a 20 to hit.
No. No.
It doesn't hit?
No, mate, he's 21.
Ooh.
Get that
Yeah.
big armor.
But you're so skinny. Okay.
I got lots of armor on.
19 to hit with the claws.
Sorry?
That also 19 also misses. And then finally a 25 to hit.
I'll let you have that one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No worries.
Percy's AC is so high because it's hard to hit his tiny little waist.
Yeah, damn right. He's snatched, as they say.
it like hits the armor and like digs in and still doesn't hit it because it's like so much space inside.
13 points of slashing damage Percy will take. It tries to stabs with the tail, and he just does the like the hip dodge thing, and then
That's what he's doing.
and then slashes again, but then it finally gets
you avoid damage.
With that, it is now going to be not Sinasha's, but Percy's turn.
Sinasha, like,
Okay.
does nothing, so she's dead.
Okay. So. Right. Here we go. This is gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be that crazy. So, Percy's gonna run away from this thing. He's gonna take the opportunity attack and like jump off the building. And he'll take the full damage if he needs to land next to Sinasha.
That is going to be 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to hit you with its tail, which you're immune to the poison condition. So 30 points of damage as you get stabbed right in the back between the shoulder blades.
Root. But okay.
And you land next to Sinasha.
Okay. And then for anyone around, everything will just go like silent and dark, and like stars will start to line your vision as I'm going to cast Divine Intervention, which lets me use one spell, fifth or lower, without using any blah 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 that doesn't require action, and you get to use it without using a spell slot or material components. And I'm going to use the fancy spell Revivify on Sinasha.
Okay. Sinasha.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing among the battlefield, but it seems distant and muted. The colors dulled, your vision swirling as people are fighting around you. You see Naoki panic as he watches you fall. And this is when it hits you. You just watched yourself go down. Standing next to you is a woman that you have not seen before. Carnage never fails to shock me, no matter how many times I see it.
I never understand. But it's what I have to do to protect people.
Well, then she nods over to Percy. Luckily, it is not my day to take you. But I'll be watching closely, as I'm always just around the corner. With a shine of light around Sinasha's body, she takes a breath in, coming back with 1 hit point.
What?
Thank God you're back. And as you're like looking up at Percy, his eyes have gone fully black, and there seems to be like an ethereal like lady in like a purple haze with stars all covered in it, looking over his shoulder with like arms hugged around him. Oh, and then it slowly fades as he's like, "You're back, right? Your fight's not over yet. We've not won yet. 1 second. Question now for the DM. Because I used Divine Intervention, it didn't use a spell slot. Can I now use my bonus action as a spell slot spell?
Yeah. Divine Intervention is a feature. It is not a spell, but you can use the feature to cast. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just like Misty Step
Right,
can be a feature and not a spell. I believe that's correct. But you know, I'm saying yes for now.
Yeah, basically, so long as it doesn't expend a spell slot, you can cast more than 1 spell a turn.
There we go.
That's what we love to hear. This is what we love to hear. So I'm going to do another mass healing word on me, Sinasha, Diablo. Oh, everyone. I'm going to do it on everyone. Because why not? It's going to be at 5th level. And I'm going to use 5 hit dice. All right, here we go. Huge. 5th level. 13 there. 5.
I got the hit dice. That's all I got to tell you.
Yeah, it's D8. We're all good. Don't you worry about it. 25. So that's 13 plus 25, 38.
38. Yeah.
To everyone who wants it. Me included. Because I want that. And then that'll be everything. Yeah. There we go.
Epic.
All right, with that, it is now the one marked green's turn. It is prone to use half of its movement to stand up. It is pissed. It is snarling. It was going to look at Diablo.
You are the next to die.
As is going to slash at him.
Okay.
That is going to be, that's a natural 19. That is a 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, it's.
Are you resistant to poison or anything?
I'm not. I have
Alright.
nothing that protects against poison in the moment. No.
All right, so 28 points of damage. You are poisoned and cannot regain hit points at the start of its next turn.
That just so long as I'm poisoned.
Yeah, correct. While
Okay.
you're poisoned in this way, but you are poisoned until that or something else cures it.
Okay.
Correct. It is going to slash at you with its claw. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
9 points of slashing damage.
All right. Diablo will use his reaction for deflect attack, which
Okay.
will automatically reduce all of the damage, and he will deflect a full 2 rolls of his martial arts die back at it.
Okay.
So that will be, yeah, it's 2d8. So that's he takes that claw and weaves it and then punches his elbow, so he slashes his own face.
As that happens, Black Ichor spreads and splatters. It hits the ground, starts to dissolve across the claw as well. And he'll make his last claw attack against you.
Mhm.
And that will be a 14 to hit.
It misses.
There we go. My headphone hit my mic. Like dragged across it.
As we get to 20, just a question for you.
Mhm.
Did the timer stop when he was removed from the summoning circle because he's creating it, the casting circle? Or
No,
did
he
it continue on?
basically triggered the spell and it is taking. So before you enter combat, he triggered the spell. It is basically like a fuse going down.
Okay.
Think about it
okay,
that way.
so-
But the
So he's
circle,
protecting it.
yeah, he's getting back to it to like stop anybody from stopping him.
Okay.
Essentially.
Just wanted to establish that to be sure.
Yeah. So that is actually, this is now the 4th round. So with that, it is now Naoki's turn. Himlin's on deck.
Yuki's eyes just kind of like sparkle and like tears begin to like stream down in his eyes as he sees Sanasha back on her back, waking up, and then he like faces the demon that attempted to kill her. It's like, I'll kill you instead, just like very coldly,
Yeah.
and like asks the elemental to come give it a big hug.
What level is Conjure Elemental?
It's a level 5.
How many level 5 spell slots do you have?
It's a magic action, I thought, right?
Well, no, you have the spell, and every time you cast it as a magic action, it takes a spell slot.
It does?
It does. So have you cast a level 5 spell like 3 extra times than you should have?
Oh, I thought it was like it just stays because it's a concentration spell.
No, it
As long as
stays
you're
as long as you.
concentration.
It consumes the spell slot, but it continues to exist until the limitation runs out, which I believe is 1 minute for this spell, or until you lose concentration, whichever comes first.
Till I lose concentration, it says.
Yeah. So, you lost concentration. Your spell slot is consumed. How many 5th level spell slots do you have?
2.
Okay, so you've already cast it twice, so you no longer have access to that spell. But did you have a Conjure Elemental up already and not lose concentration on it?
I mean, when I attacked it again, the second time.
Okay.
Yeah, he did cast it, and it it succeeded.
Well,
Yeah, so it should still be around.
Great. We just didn't have an icon for it, so I didn't think it was on the battlefield anymore.
That's fair.
Cool. So now we know. If you lose concentration on that, that is your last time casting it. But go ahead and attack with it now.
Okay. I was like, question my life. I'm like, it didn't break.
Yeah.
That is.
For that.
So you need a dex save, correct?
Yes.
10.
Fails.
All
Taking
right.
that full amount of damage. That is. Let me double check, because that's a lightning. Lightning boy. Yep, 37.
37 points of damage. All right. So as it lunges, it gets electrocuted and charred, and it disintegrates into the ground. It's gone.
And then he's going to look at Sanasha and use. He's going to use 3 charges of his Balm of the Summer Court to heal her. So that's 3d6.
$14.
14 plus temp 3. And that is his turn. Yeah.
All right.
So.
With that, it is now Emmeline's turn with Silas on deck.
Yeah. So I have 3 ideas to work through with you right now, okay?
Okay.
First question here is for my Bigsby's hand. It says when you cast the spell and as a bonus action on your later turns, you can move that hand up to 60 feet and then cause one of the following actions, aka one of the attacks. So would I be able to bonus action, have the hand attack, and then cast another non-concentration spell?
It's yeah. I mean, so wait, you said as an action you get to move the spell?
Bonus action on the later turns. So the first turn it's an action to like summon it and stuff, but on later turns when it's ready, it's just a bonus action to move it and then attack with it.
Right. So then that is fine. You should be able to cast spells still as your concentration on the spell. I do
Perfect.
not believe that's a magic action.
We are going to start with we're going to forget squeezing it. We're going to have it actually a clenched fist punch the absolute heck out of this crystal. Okay, so that's going to be a 5d. That's a 13.
13. Okay, so this crystal was already damaged. It shatters.
Great, and that's it. It doesn't like explode into like a big like shockwave. It just shatters and it's gone.
I mean, take some a dynamite stick, squeeze it, tear the paper apart, you just have gunpowder everywhere.
Fascinating. Okay, second thing I'm gonna try to do. So you mentioned how he basically started a timer, like a little boiling egg timer for his spell circle. Is this correct?
Yeah, and there are a number of like very complex woven circles that would essentially have to be detangled to a magic caster's eyes.
So dispelling magic. I'm gonna cast dispel magic here on this circle from where I am. That should
What
be
level?
instantaneous. I'm gonna cast it 5th level.
Counterspell. As Silas is, no, you don't, and he's going to weave his hands and counter that. So you need to roll a
Constitution. Yeah, right. Constitution save.
For, I believe. Let me. I barely have party members that use counterspell in this campaign, so like I don't know how it works anymore.
No,
that is
I'm nervous.
the wrong. No, that is the right book. I open
It's
up.
like a con save, and you keep the spell slot if you fail.
Yep, con save then.
Awesome. So I keep that spell slot. So we'll go ahead and keep that
I thought it
there.
was the person that cast the spell that had to make the save, unless I'm wrong.
No. They're not any.
No,
Yeah, I think
okay.
that's like the spell magic.
Ignore.
Yeah.
Counterspell, you
Counterspell got all jumbled.
you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature makes a Constitution saving throw. So the one that is casting a spell is a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the spell dissipates with no effect, and the action, bonus action, or reaction used to cast it is wasted. If that spell was cast with a spell slot, the spell slot isn't expended.
Great. So I still have this potion of speed, if I'm correct. That's still active. That should be active for 10 rounds. So here's my third thing that I'm gonna have. Emmeline is going to run up to him 30 feet, and she is going to use an action to try to push him on the ground.
You're gonna. Okay, you're gonna do.
She's just gonna push him on the ground.
All right.
She's gonna push this old man.
Unarmed strike. It's a DC that he has to roll. I think it's 8 plus your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus that he has to beat with a I think like a strength dex saving throw. I think it's the same as my grapple.
I got a 15.
What do I roll?
Strength check plus
Okay.
your proficiency bonus. So already with the 15, unless your strength is a minus, you succeed.
Yeah, no, it's just a 0. So yeah, she pushes him over, and that's her turn. That's what she's got. That's all she's got in her. She did a lot that turn.
So he goes prone.
Excellent.
So as he's countering, he doesn't expect, as he's weaving his magic to counter his spell. As he brings his hands down, you're up in his face, moving at lightning fast speed, and you just push him like a child on a playground. You push him down, and this man tumbles backward, his robes flying up over his face for a moment. And with that,
Is this elder abuse?
His turn. Someone call the Arion aging. He stands back up.
No. He broke his ankle. That's how this works. He's an old
His
man.
hip.
He stands back up.
He can't run for president again.
He broke it, but he just gets up like, oh my fucking god!
Okay. I honestly was not expecting Emmeline to run up in someone's face and push and like shove them.
Emmeline's had a couple drinks at the bar. She's just had enough.
That's why it was the last resort out of the 3.
I definitely see. Yeah. I have a spell that I want to use, but I just want to make sure that I am right. Because all I got is spell slots I marked. I don't actually have a spell list for.
Well, he's out of spells then. Sorry. He's just an old man faced up against a group of adventurers with one bone devil to his name.
Yep. Let me double check what I have.
There's so many dangerous things a wizard can cast at that level.
So, he looks at you. He stands up and he looks at you. Emmeline, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Do I have to? Can I fight against this? Can I counterspell him? Can I say no?
It is a spell. So you can try to counterspell if you wish.
I would love to do that. That would be my preferred action.
Okay. So I need to roll. What is your DC?
It should be a con 16 to save.
Con
on
16.
This
Okay.
for him.
So he will succeed.
Okay, that sucks, but I am ready. And I'm going to roll my Constitution save now for this. 5. I'm fucked.
So he's gonna cast Blight on you.
Oh, I thought I was going to count something worse, but
No,
guess con saving throw wasn't disintegrate.
That is 35 points of necrotic damage that you're going to take. Drop in the bucket.
Yeah, we tanked that, you know. Percy's healed me well, so 35 got down.
What is your current HP now?
23.
Noted. With that ends his turn. It is now Diablo's turn.
I'm assuming that the poison persists technically.
Yes, until that creature is
It was a green one, right?
the one March green, the one that like died. Yes.
It's dead.
Okay. It's dead, but does it
So Naoki is the one who removed it. It has not passed where its turn would be.
okay, I assumed. Okay, yeah, I was
So-
wondering if it just acted like a timer.
After
All right.
Percy goes, you'll be cured.
All right, so I'm just wondering, just for clarification, the method of delivery of the poison was what?
A stinger on its back.
And how would you describe how the poison looks? Itself.
It kind of like how I describe most poisons, but basically this is infernal energy that is spreading throughout your body. It is this orange red, almost like lava spreading through your veins that's stopping the holy magic or healing magic from taking its effect.
All right, so Diablo will use his movement. That should be 40 feet of movement to get up on top of the roof, running directly vertically up the side of the wall next to this blue one.
I love
And he is going to make some attacks against it.
Okay.
So that should be a 13. Sorry.
13 will miss.
All right,
Deflects it.
and another attack. That's a 19.
19 will hit.
And I need it to make a con saving throw.
That is going to be, for some reason it's really dark in my office today. 19.
19 succeeds on the stunning strike, but he does get the advantage off. And he will use another point of mojo for flurry of blows. So his next attack's at advantage here. Let me roll that damage though as well. He did 8 points of force damage with that first attack that landed. And that's a 26 to hit
26 will hit.
for 7 points of force damage. And lastly, a 28 to hit
That also
for
hits.
6 points of force damage.
All right.
So Diablo runs up the wall, misses his first attack, and just starts laying into this thing with a stunning strike. And then where did he get stabbed with the stinger?
I'll say you got stabbed in your right pec area.
So Diablo, after he attacks, he just tenses and the right pec glows and it just shoots all of the poison out and he no longer has a poison condition.
All right.
He just flexed the poison out.
That's no action required.
Ultimate peck pop.
He's just like,
All right. It is now the Bone Devil's turn, the last one remaining. It is going to attack Diablo with its claws first. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yep.
That is 18 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Next is going to be a 12 to hit.
That misses.
All right. And the last is going to be its stinger. for a 23 to hit.
It does, yeah.
All right. So a total of 24 points of damage, and you're poisoned once more from that.
He will use his reaction for deflect attacks. Okay, it was 24. So... All right, so that's reduced by 19 points of damage. So he takes 5 points of damage instead.
All right.
But he doesn't deflect the attack directly back at it. He just lessens the damage.
Okay. With that will end its turn. It is now Sinasha's turn. Percy on deck.
Okay. So Sinasha is going to have to use half of her movement just to get up. So that's 25 feet of movement. She is going to rage again, which is going to allow her to go her full movement again, as it turns out. She does an instinctive pounce, and she is going to run towards him, collecting her axe on the way where it fell, and get right in the face of the governor.
All right.
You should have just given up. And she's going to recklessly strike at the governor with her great axe. I'll roll again because that was an advantage. So 26, does that hit?
26 will hit.
Okay, can you give me whatever that saving throw was? I'm gonna knock him on his butt again. I'll also do the damage. 32 damage.
Its save is going to be a 21 this time.
Okay, he stays up.
Okay, he's looking bloodied.
She's gonna hit him again. $27 to hit.
27 will hit.
I don't even know why I asked at this point.
Well, he could maybe do something.
33.
All right.
And she's gonna actually. Can you give me that wonderful saving throw again? Because she's gonna try to knock him over again.
Yep. 25.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Gonna kind of look at him, and she is going to watching him. She has just enough movement to get behind him, and just kind of like, she's like moving quickly, doing like this as she like loops around him.
Okay.
Because she knows he's a wizard. He got things he can do. That's my turn.
Very well. Percy, it's your turn. Naoki's on deck.
As he's gonna run 35 feet up, and then he's gonna turn around and at the blue devil. Can I please get a charisma saving throw, DC 16? Pretty please. For banishment, if you need to know that.
That is for charisma, DC 6. What you said, 16?
Yes.
12.
All right. He is banished.
The demon gets,
and then
the devil gets banished.
And then I will use my bonus action to connect our shadows with Diablo and swap places, and then shout, "Kill, destroy the crystals." So Diablo is where I am, and I'm where Diablo is.
All right.
That's my turn.
Nice. Well done.
It is now Naoki's turn. Emlyn on deck, and we are now within the 5th round, halfway.
You see a bit of a shadowy haze over Naoki, like something's a bit off about him. And he commands his elemental to join him as he just slowly walks up to Silas right beside him, and then commands the elemental to attack him.
Just got like, she just aura farmed him a little bit there.
Standing right beside him and bring him over. That's a Dex 15.
That is going to be a 17.
So half of this.
16.
Hold on. 33.
So 16. Anything else?
That's pretty much just his turn, as he just like kind of just looks at him like you can just feel the cold air around him as like he looks at Silas.
All right. Emmeline.
Yeah, same set of moves, different order this time, okay? So this time she's gonna kind of step around because it's gotten a little crowded. She's gonna come right over here, and she is going to push him back again onto his butt. We're gonna push him. That's gonna be the first order of business. So I'm gonna roll my strength check. That's a 9. He has a chance here.
He succeeds.
Great. Okay, so he's still standing. Good for him. We let him take that. Secondarily, we are going to take Mega Hand, move it 20 feet over, and we're going to completely ignore all the numbers I set up earlier, and we're just going to go down the line. So we're going to go ahead and punch this crystal. Okay, so we're going to roll the damage on this crystal. 18 damage.
Okay.
On the crystal from punching it. And then finally, using my last action and all that jazz, we are going to go ahead and try to dispel this again, okay? We are going to try that again. At 3rd level, though. That's all I really got right now. Actually, no, let's do that at 4th level. 4th level, please.
I'm sorry, I was reading. Can you repeat what you are doing for 4th level? What spell?
Yeah, the Dispel Magic spell at 4th level.
Okay.
That's going to be my last. That's
all right. You need a roll for that. Because it is higher than the 4th level spell. The circle is.
Yeah, let me see what I need to roll here. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
So basically it's a spell attack roll.
So D20 plus my modifier?
Yep.
Gotcha. Cool. On it. And my modifier is pretty... That's a 12.
So it does not dispel. You watch as like you begin to cast Dispel Magic, the circles begin to unwind, but the configuration is a little bit more difficult for you to understand, and they block each other and the spell fails.
That's her turn. That's all she's got. But she actually no, she'll just stand here. That's it. Thank you.
All right, it is now Silas's turn. He's going to stand up. He's going to put his hands up and look through the sky. The failed heroes save a city and redeem themselves. But we have to make this convincing, right? He has a 9th level spell available. As high above in the ceiling, massive fireballs, 4 of them in fact, fall down from above.
Is this not counterspellable?
You can try.
I'm gonna try to counterspell.
As he is casting Meteor Swarm.
My God.
Okay, I need a con 16 from him for this.
Let's see what we get.
God, I wish I had Mage Slayer right now.
All right.
Somebody's gonna die.
I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws, please.
No, no, no.
Am I in this as well?
Yeah, they're 40-foot
It's
spheres.
a meteor swarm. There's probably a whole bunch of innocent people who are gonna get killed too.
Just one deck save?
One deck save.
23.
17.
22.
All right.
18.
So, only one person has failed, and that would be Josh. So, meteor swarm, everybody. Has a number of fireballs come raining down, which doesn't need open sky above like lightning, like all lightning does. Blazing orbs of fire plummet to the ground at 4 different points you can see within range, which is 1 mile, by the way. Each creature in a 40-foot radius sphere sitting on each of those points makes a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 20d6 fire damage
20d6
and 20d6 bludgeoning damage, so 40d6 total.
I think we're all
Centered on each of those points on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A creature in the area of more than one of fire sphere is affected only once.
Mm-hmm.
So, perfect music for this, by the way.
Use the people gonna die. Also, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried and takes damage if it's in the spell area, and the object starts burning if it's flammable. So your non-magical stuff's gonna start catching on fire, guys. We're all down, I would assume.
Nope.
I can't tank half of 146.
I'm not down, but for Aura, if Michael's gonna pass a turn, I'd like to describe.
Can someone explain the insta-death rule to me real quick?
So if the damage is more than double your total hit points, if it brings you more than...
It's
dead.
It's exactly double.
Yeah. It includes your current health.
I have 73 max health and it does 100. No, I have 63 health. Am I alive? I'm so confused right now.
What is your
I have
current
63
health?
health.
What is your total health?
And
Your max health?
So my total health is 73 and it does 146, which is exactly double my health.
Okay.
Am I dead?
To say more than your max health, double your max health? That's an important rule.
I don't know. I haven't read this rule in like forever because I don't think I was ever gonna get hit by double my max health.
Yeah, so as the one orb comes crashing down like half a mile away on one part of the city, a plume of fire and debris goes flying up. Another one comes crashing down on another part, and finally around the lifts, another one comes crashing down. And then as the last one comes hurling down, not only to the party, but to Silas as well, and the dam. You see the light of the fire getting closer, burning into your retinas. There's a flash of light as a figure appears before you and swats the ball, slashing it in half.
Yeah.
As he slashes his sword down, he also slashes down into Silas, cutting deep. Silas topples. And as this brings us out of combat, the shocking part is that this is not an angel. This is not a god. Instead, what you see before you is a very large daemon. In one hand, a glowing sword, in another, a whip crackling of lightning. Can someone make a nature check for me, please?
I can.
They are huge in stature and size.
I don't know shit. 9.
That's fine.
Anybody else?
I mean, can I give like advantage on that, or is it too late now?
Yeah, you can.
Can we just all make a nature check?
That's a 22.
Never mind.
Loki can have my advantage.
This
Big
creature
cinema.
is known as a Balor.
Oh God.
Towering winged terrors. These are demonic warlords. They seethe with wrath, their rage erupting in waves of fire. And as a pair of vicious weapons, a sword of crackling lightning and a whip of lashing flames. You know that a Balor's fury persists until the moment of its demise. At which point it would explode, a last act of vengeance against those who slew it. Demon lords and evil gods harness Balor's rage by making Balor's commanders of armies or guardians of grave secrets. And as it turns, its rage burning, filling you with fear, it gets pulled back down into a ring of fire from whence it came. Well, it appears that I made it in just a nick of time. I was worried that I would not be able to come and be a savior for once, rather than a source of evil. But here we are, and here you are. Hello, Veiled Vanguard. I got word that this city was under some sort of trouble. And luckily, I am here to bring food and nourishment to save it all. Standing before you is a man, very well dressed and wearing extravagant armor that seems that it was not made for battle, but rather for ceremony. As if he's never seen a day of battle in his life. Allow me to introduce myself. I am here on special request by Her Majesty. My name is Oriana. Some know me as the Demon Lord of Pride.
The Demon Lord of
Yes.
Pride.
Jeremiah.
If we are clear, because I did ask you this after Diablo died and came back, he would know of a certain connection to the Demon Lord of Pride. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He knows that to some extent his blood runs thin in Diablo's veins.
Now,
Great to meet you.
he's gonna put his he's gonna put his finger that currently has greaves on it, like an armored glove, put up to your lips. Shh, my dear sweet, you're speaking too early. We must let me have my moment. Everyone, he is going to snap his fingers, and behind him a number of gates open up, and legions of lesser demonic creatures begin to come forward. I would say legion, that's a bit of an exaggeration. A small amount. They are pulling wagons loaded with fruits and vegetables and non-perishable, more hardy foods like grains or components like grains that can be put in storage for a long time. Along it, there are a few priests that are continuing to say who this is from. This is from Oriana, Lord of Gifts. Now you all have a choice to make. You have a problem, I have a solution. There are no deals here, no contracts. I am not Contras. I hope you understand. I am here to provide help to a very important city to me. Will you allow my assistance and my aid to come through and save this city? Or will you let it starve?
May I ask you 2 questions?
You may ask the 2 questions, but I do not feel inclined to always give 2 answers.
Okay, that's all right. Whatever you decide is best, of course. But
as always,
is the fruit laced, perhaps, or cursed? Is it gonna hurt people, or is it normal fruit?
I think normal is a relative term, but I believe that it can be easily digested without bad side effects by your kind.
Yes, more, humans like me, very sensitive stomachs, so it's important to check.
No, gluten sensitivities and such. I'm aware.
Secondarily, you mentioned Her Majesty. Would you mind? She sent you here with these gifts? How did she know?
She is the only one that shines brighter than myself. She knows all. But mostly it was my connection through a distant relative that was allowed me to appear here, although limited as it may be.
Okay. I see no problem in this, but if you guys feel differently.
He's constantly posing and like everything he's like does, every movement he makes as he speaks seems to be very practiced and rehearsed.
So the only
Does there seem to be any? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. But does there seem to be any like breakature in this rehearsed like practice way that he's acting, or does it seem all genuine? Sir, insight. That's an 11. That's a bad roll. An 11.
He does. He seems to be honest. He's here to help.
So, I'm assuming you gain the reputation of this glorious being the savior of this city. That's what you're seeking, that's all?
I do have a few bands of support materials here that will last this city through the winter if they were to ration it properly, allowing those who have survived this onslaught to be nourished appropriately. I do have a few priests here and there as well to make sure people know that a true savior of divine right is among them, and they provide assistance. I don't see. Oh dear, is Kresna not here? Is Alnor not here? Oh, I guess they missed their invitations. Do gods not help their followers anymore?
Most of them.
Well,
now I'm gonna need a little bit of a point of clarification. Which majesty sent you?
The Queen of the Hells, of course.
Right. Okay.
Was what happened in the other continent something that might have been told in stories? The queen of a long, far off nation
if
becoming the
anyone
queen
were
of...
to know, it would be Sinasha.
Yeah. Wait, you mean...
And I will clarify before Sinasha has this epiphany. Everyone in the party except for Percy and Sinasha has met her in the plane of Earth.
Mm-hmm. Evelyn's a big fan. Evelyn is a big fan. She's listening. She agrees with this man's point about her radiance. Okay, the fact that she predicted this, sent the help, like she is fantastic. Evelyn's kind of like just like, this is incredible. She's so intelligent. Like she knew this was gonna happen, and then there's gonna be an overcrowding issue if she just lets all these people die. You know, so she's thinking not only about the structural security of this city, but also of her realm. So brilliant.
My time is limited, so I have another bit of business to move on to. But before we get here, I must know if you accept this help before I send these ripe fruit back to whence it came. Oh, everyone, they don't want your help. Pack it up.
No.
Pack. No. Oh, no, you do want the help. Is that my understanding?
I don't.
Yes, we would
suffer.
really appreciate the help.
Well. And like I said, NSA, no strings attached. We deliver the food. My priests remain here. The infernal creatures return from whence they came. And there seems to be, and now that we've established that, I would like to deliver one more bit of news that might concern you. It appears that there has been a great schism, for those of you less intellectually inclined, that would be a divide amongst the leadership of Drellworm. It appears that a couple of the Dragon Lords have decided to side with Contras, seeing him as an inevitability and now actively fight for his freedom to roam the continent of Mernwin.
Does that mean he's captured more of the kingdom?
Indeed, in fact, and he takes out from beneath a small pouch. He takes out very small spectacles and puts them on the end of his nose. Very beautiful face, by the way. He has deep olive skin, but the only thing that's like, and this is the form that he has come to you in. The one thing it seems that he's not able to hide is his bright red eyes. The cities that has sided with Contras, working with his interests, would be that of Turis, Kiradel, and Parmoa. Frilmir is under active siege as we speak. And this is alarming, as Contras seems to be acting out of his own self-interest and not with the unity of the Hells. But I digress.
He's making a power play probably for your queen next.
So, Frilmir and Dirantrum are the only two cities left, and should they fall now that he has forces outside the boundaries of his own city of Kiradel, he will be free to take the Ziraxian Wasteland next, and who's to say what else? I must be going now, as he's noticed that he's like starting to like fade away. I'm not able to freely be here as long as I wish. Oh, everyone! They have decided that they want your help. Huzzah!
Sinatra looks very conflicted.
Woohoo!
Upon all the wagons being pulled out from the gates, the infernal creatures return to the gates, leaving the wagons there, and a few mortal priests there as well, dressed in elaborate robes with jewelry, then very almost like gaudy, almost, right? Just elaborate, and they stand a little bit too tall, their shoulders a little too square, as they represent the bad side of Pride. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break. So everyone, if you're just now joining us,
You're just now joining us. Well, welcome to a really fascinating session of Prestige Encounters. Saying, and if you're on the podcast networks, you might just be listening to our delightful voices, which you can find this on any of the places you normally find your podcasts. But, if you'd like to see the faces that go along with it, the battle maps, the wonderful character art, you can find the live play, which we re-release on YouTube every Monday. But preferably, we would love for you to join us and be part of the chat, be involved with the live play as it happens, and in which case you can join us on the Purple app, TikTok, and YouTube, where we do broadcast it live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays. And we do this most Wednesdays, excluding holidays, things like that. But Lich Souls is more than just a place where we play Dungeons and Dragons. We are a gaming community where we play games together, and our actual dungeon master, who is Lich Souls himself, is our primary streamer, and you will find that he plays multiple things throughout the week. So every Monday we do an Overwatch competitive team where we have actually Emmeline, Chloe, who's actually the captain of our competitive team, and then there is a social hour where we will sometimes play things like RuneScape. On Tuesdays, there is quick play Overwatch for people who aren't quite, up for competitive, but will just want to have fun. And then at the end of that Tuesday session, we do play RuneScape again. Obviously, like I said, Wednesdays are Prestige Encounters. On Thursdays, we play Terror Thursdays, which is sometimes Dead by Daylight, could be other horror games. And then we may play games on Fridays and Sundays. You can certainly join us from there. Sundays is our Sailing to the Rainbow Road, but right now we are planning on working up to playing Sea of Thieves again with you. So we'd love for you to play all of the games we played together.
Absolutely, and thank you so much there, Guy. And just a reminder to everybody that if you want to play Sea of Thieves with us, not only is it available on PC and Xbox, but they do have the game available on the PlayStation as well recently. So thank you everyone for tuning in so far. lichsouls.com, lichsouls.com, a really great place, a great website where you can find all the information that there is about our community and ways to join and be part of it.
And you see cool things that we do, like our health gets updated. We do that on lichsouls.com ourselves as Prestige Encounters players. You won't have access to that, but that's one of the fun things. There are many things that can happen there.
My only comment is that yes, you can stay updated. Yes, you can stay in the know. But if you miss MySpace, if you want to customize a profile, get on in there. lichsouls.com. All right. Customize your profile, send out those friend requests. It's the excitement of starting your Facebook account all over again, but with a better system connected with your friends. Anyways,
and by the way, we don't
sponsor. No one's pushing.
And by the way,
us
you
to say
don't
these
collect
things.
and sell your information either. So
correct.
There's
encryption.
You won't find those targeted ads on lichsouls.com. So until then, everybody, we'll be right back. Thanks for watching so far. And welcome back, everyone. So where we last left off, the Demon Lord of Pride has just presented himself to the party and bringing food for the city of Ilnira so they do not starve after saving the party from a meteor swarm using one of his strongest journals. Although he was not able to stay very long,
thankfully,
he also informed the party that the Dragon Lords of Drailworm have begun to split in their allegiance, some believing that Contrast is an inevitability to the kingdom and it is best to join the winning side while there's a chance. So the cities of Pyremoa, Therese have both joined Contrast, who currently reigns over the city of Kirida.
Pyremoa is a dangerous place for him to take too, because that's on top of the world kiln.
Frilmir and Dyrantum are currently fighting against. With that, much of the 4th level has been destroyed by a meteor swarm. The demons devils controlled by Governor Silas, who is currently cut in half before you, have gone. At this
And he didn't like break into like magical, like
he did not
nothing
break into
was, like-
magical ice. But as you look down, the from like with the blood has turned black, and he is basically bleeding a black ichor.
Not to be crude, but can I like check his pockets?
I was gonna say the same thing. Let's leave.
Just because we're gonna be shelling out a lot of gold soon, you know, we're gonna be having to re-amplify our supplies.
While that's happening, can I cast Sending to Lieutenant Matthias, please?
Does he have any cool? Maybe he has like cool like jewelry on him, magical stuff.
Does he have his governor's seal on? Like, does he have a ring that's a seal of a governor?
You can
So
help me
you
look.
do
Huh?
find a signet ring.
Cool.
That is passed.
She takes it off
That is for the
by cutting
governor.
his finger.
Sounds good.
She takes the finger with the signet ring on it.
Yeah, I can make the finger into something, maybe like a quill, or if you want, maybe like a brooch. I don't know what I could do something.
I think maybe just more proof of.
Oh, you know who could do something really cool with it?
I mean,
I swear, he could
Weren't-
really shape this thing up.
weren't you just
We
planning on
could.
bringing him back and using him to replace the innocent that we stuffed into the middle of the oubliette?
Yeah, but you know, I'm sure we can find someone else who deserves to go there, right? I mean,
Also,
I'm sure they've got a criminal in prison somewhere.
I don't think the oubliette accepts people cut in half.
No, it only accepts living things, and I don't necessarily believe he's living anymore.
What about the third duplicate of himself?
I don't think the
Um,
class is living, unfortunately.
Does that?
Yeah.
Do those?
I think it goes
unformed-
away. I think so. I don't know. I've never heard of this spell before, but I'm not sure.
Well,
So-
what do you know, Emily?
In his pockets, Emmeline, you find two items. One
Ooh.
is a wand that is slightly broken, physically, not mechanically. Another one is a headband that has a gemstone at its center, made from platinum and other jewels.
Oh, cute. This is cute. She'll kind of like take off her hat and like fashion this little headband on. How's it look? Does it fit?
You
Hey, we're matching.
check that first before you.
No. I don't. I think
We're headband buddies. I think it's
yeah, and then she'll put her hat back on over this headband.
Maybe you should check to see what it is first to see if it.
I'll get to it. I'm gonna have to fix this wand anyway. I'll try mending,
If
and
she
if that
touches
doesn't
the
work,
needle on it, what happens to the wand?
that was gonna be my second option. But let's expedite that.
Does it not affect it because it's not clothing?
It's not clothing, so the needle, and also the needle doesn't work on. I don't believe it works on magical clothing either. That's what that does.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want the message now that I'm going to send to Liz?
Yes.
She also
Okay.
fixes all their clothing with the needle. They're all badly. Yeah. Go on.
It would be the job is done. Everything seems okay with the dam. He doesn't say Let's not put that in there. Hopefully the city isn't too destroyed from meteor. We have supplies and aid here. I've got 2 words. What do I say?
Okay, thanks.
You okay? There we go. I'll do.
Oh, that's a good one.
Many lives were lost this day, but the day is won, and it is all thanks to the Veiled Vanguard. Thank you from all of, and that's it cuts off. And at this point, people are starting to gather at the dams. Some keepers, some injured, some fine. The High Luminary and Arc, Amber Smith. High Luminary speaks. Oh, my dear. Are you all okay? Emmeline, you look so hurt.
You know, I have felt better, but I feel really good knowing that we're helping people. That, not everyone's gonna be fed. The dam didn't explode. The governor is dead. So that does suck. But
Sinasha has the finger with the signet ring on it.
yeah, that's a really, I'll be fine. I just need a good night's rest. I mean, maybe like a really nice tavern room. I could go for that.
We had the governor's confession, which he wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
She goes over to the governor. And do the people of Elnira know that they elected one of demonic origin to governor? As she's examining the body and the ichor, and as you look, his body is actively dissolving.
Including the finger?
Yeah.
No.
She just like holds the signet ring and lets the gloop kind of fall out. Are you sure he was demonic, or just was this an effect of the corruption?
I know a daemon when I see one. Alright, Amber Smith will step forward. Corvinus. Not only that, but it appears we have some devil worshippers among us.
What? Where? Who?
He gestures to the priests of
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. But they're here to help.
Yeah.
Ariana, that is, by the way.
Ariana, the Demon Lord of Pride, offered assistance, food that will stop the people of the city from starving.
At this point, the existing governors, Marta and Valerius Thorn, along with Lieutenant Matthias. Well, I hope that nobody, hello, me.
What was that? Echo.
Hello. It'll be Marta that speaks. Well, this has been quite the day for Elnira. But thankfully, the Vel Vanguard has saved us. I don't care what they say about you. You're good people. And I noticed that we have a vacancy in our gubernatorial seat.
You have a very good man who would do well to serve the people in Matthias, wouldn't you think?
I agree. So, as Valerius Thorn speaks up. And we are deeply apologetic for nearly beheading you. There was no nicer way to say it. As for the support wagons that we see here, I don't really see another option.
No, I think it would be good to take them up on their help. Speaking of help, I mentioned the a little earlier, but maybe you could make it up to us by getting us a really nice tavern for the night to rest up if there's, any open.
I personally have a better suggestion for all of you. From my knowledge of the many whispers that have found their way to my ear, it appears that the Veiled Vanguard first formed as a party here in our wonderful city of Elnira. And he gestures, and he appears to be grandstanding a little bit in front of the masses that have gathered. The city that withstood the tears of Tumace. It is only appropriate that we offer a branch of a home base here. On the first level of the city, within the central district, there is a manor that I will personally sign over to you all. It has adequate rooms for you each to stay, although the real estate does not offer for much expansion. I apologize for that. You will find much use in it.
Excellent. We accept.
Yeah.
Hold on now. Valerius, I cannot let you take all of the glory for rewarding the party. I think we need to have a celebration. Not only a celebration, but we need to reflect on this day. We need to remember those lives that were lost. I, as Governor Marta, declare this day Veiled Vanguard Day to be celebrated henceforth as a festival within Elnira. We will give remembrance to those lives, but celebrate for the many lives that will save on this day and the heroic actions of the heroes founded here in Elnira. I would also like to personally, from the Jade Bank, offer you this note of 1,000 platinum pieces.
Right.
So everyone, at this point, the party will, the masses will start to dissipate as Matthias accepts his position as governor, and you're able to rest up for the evening celebration at your home now in the central district top floor. The manor is quite large. It is along the lines of a chateau. It has 8 bedrooms, a number of other rooms for communal things, shared spaces, kitchens, dining room, parlor. There's also a meeting room that you can use, and there is a space specifically for the storage of a vault room, and also a room for a teleportation circle. What you decide to call this manor is up to you, but it is yours.
We can brainstorm that a bit together. I'm also curious what we choose to do with it. I have a couple of ideas as well. But for now,
or something, or you want to rent it out, or
no, but if we wanted to do some kind of recruitment, like not like a guild, maybe, you could train. You could have underlings if you wanted. We could expand here where we can't. Back in,
I mean,
really, I think honestly, this would be really great for you, Diablo, because you don't even really like the tower. So, this could be like your safe, happy place.
do we call this Dorado Manor?
I like that. It's got a good ring, but it won't obviously. It's all of ours, but yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Okay, you're good with names.
For now, I'm going to go get as much rest as I can, and try to maybe see if there's a spare dress in one of the cupboards or the dressers or something.
Don't you have your fine clothing from?
I'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
I have some of it. Oh, and that needle might be able to repair the ashes of the prior ball gown outfits.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can repair that. Do you want me to take a look at that wand as well? See if I can repair it with some tools, or?
Sure. I was just gonna try mending first, see if that did something.
Try that. I mean, you're the wizard.
Okay.
Would you
Everyone
like
will
to
go ahead and
identify
cast-
these items first?
Yeah, sure. Actually, that's probably a really smart idea. Let's go ahead and identify these.
We grab some like food and sit down while she ritual casts.
Emily,
identify.
what is your intelligence score?
Just in general, like
Yeah.
my just general. Okay. Let me check that here.
And to those of the audience members who would like to know as well, you can go to lichsouls.com under Prestige Encounters and the party to see Emmeline's intelligence score.
It's 18.
18.
It was.
So as you cast Identify on the headband first, you learn that this is a headband of intellect.
Called it.
Brain.
And suddenly it makes sense why Silas Aberdum was so intelligent and calculating.
Because he was cheating.
Can I put it on? Can I wear that? Can I equip
You have
that?
to attune to it. It does require
Okay, I'll
attunement.
do that later. I'll do that later.
Second, the wand is a broken wand of paralysis.
Oh, that's what he used on Sanasha.
Okay. So it does paralysis powers.
So it can be looked up, but essentially,
Rare attunement required. 7 charges. Oh, wow. Oh, this is sick.
This one has 7 charges. While holding it, you can take a magic action to expend 1 charge to cause a thin blue ray to streak from tip toward a creature you see within 60 feet of yourself. The target must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or have the paralyzed condition for 1 minute. At the end of each of the target's turns, it repeats the save, ending the effect on itself as a success. So, while it might not be the best choice for high-level combat situations, it can be useful to get past a card or two, stuff like that. However, the wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ashes and is destroyed.
Okay. Pretty standard, I think, for charged items. Emmeline will share that with Sanasha as they're sitting together.
So the band makes you smarter?
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if we gave it to Naoki.
That's really
Wait.
funny.
What's the headband do? Does it just increase your intellect by
It's
one?
Like plus, plus
19.
yeah, I would put mine
19.
at 19.
Yeah, it
Any-
automatically
anybody's
brings
to
your-
19.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
But your
yeah.
intellect cannot exceed 19 from it.
I think the
Oh.
wording is like if you have a higher intelligence score, the headband just doesn't do anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good for you until you get your intellect past 19, and then you can give it to someone else.
I'd be willing to make that trade, but I'm not quite there. I'm still learning. I love learning. I have more things to learn.
I mean,
I love learning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Nuki would do with that kind of power, but
Hey, what are we
mean,
talking about? As he'll like walk over and like put a hand on Emlyn, casting Cure Wounds.
sweet. Well, if you see these items that we got from that governor, this one is a wand of paralysis. Whatever, useful, but we're talking more about this headband. Do you like it?
I mean, it's what color is it?
It's metal, silver, I believe, right?
oh, he can't wear that. It's metal.
Maybe. I mean,
Well,
it feels a little weird.
It would boost your brain power and really make you smarter than me.
I mean, I'd be happy to take it.
More than you? No way.
Yeah, way.
We should give it to Diablo.
I really want it.
Oh, look, I don't see the one, headband proving any real. I would like the help, but I don't need the help. I'm powerful in my soul and in my body. I don't need the headband. So if you need the headband as like a crutch, you can go ahead and take the headband for sure.
I mean, I don't need the headband because, like, I guess if I truly needed it, I could use it, but maybe Sanasha could use it if she really wants it.
You guys could play Leaf, Nut, Twig and see, break a score.
Or we can just roll these 20-sided rocks, numbers on them, and see who gets
There's
the
a
highest
knock
number.
at the door.
I find walnuts to be much better for
Percy will-
tossing.
Diablo,
Percy
yeah,
will open the
Diablo,
door.
he'll be next.
Percy and Diablo will open the door together at the same time.
Walnuts do taste
Like a
good.
happy cup.
At the door is Valeth Moulton, the High Luminary.
Oh, hello.
Kind of luminary.
Hello.
Hello. I know that you are all probably getting ready for your celebration tonight. But I would like to talk to you about a few things first, if that's okay.
Of course.
Sure.
Always.
Sure.
She walks in, she sits down at the sofa. I take my tea with no milk, by the way.
I don't know when I'm not.
Percy will make that. Percy
I don't have tea.
Because Emmeline's not going. She doesn't move from that. She is.
Percy's an expert at making tea. He
Do
makes
we
that.
even have tea in this house?
Damn
Oh,
right
we're
we do.
probably stocked.
I need to know what Oriana said to all of you.
They said in exchange for this food that would definitely save the city, their only condition is that their priests remain in the city.
I need you all to understand something. I know that you do not necessarily think too highly of the divine. But there is a reason why the gods that have been around for a long time do not intervene with the affairs of the mortal world, except those of younger ascensions or those of more evil origin, or darker origin rather. When the gods last freely roamed among this realm, held kingdoms and positions of power amongst mortals, they began to think like mortals, act like them, do what they wanted to do for their followers, expand their domains. Mountains came falling from the sky. scarring the landscape. Many were slain. Battles of holy origins ravaged the lives of generations. Mortals often create their own problems, and this is the natural order of things. While this might be seen as a gift from a divine being, and that is what Oriana is at the end of the day, they are a god. I have the fear that many may start following him. His power will grow. His domain shall expand. And soon we might see the hells themselves throughout this place we call home.
I mean, not to be rude. Does that really even matter? I mean, it sounds a little fear mongering. I mean, so what if they're around, right? If I mean, you sometimes we got to keep an open mind. The Sanguisian Empire. I don't know if you've been there. Great place, love it there, right? Yep. So like, look, I just think great points. Always good to be cautious, but
at least you're aware they're here.
We need this. The people need this. And besides, the whole world's gonna end anyway. So, I mean, who really cares, right?
Let me just relay what I'm gathering from this. I mean, Emily, you call yourself a scientist, right?
Sure.
I heard one time, very basically overheard some eggheads talking. I guess what she's trying to say is, for every action we create, there's an equal opposite reaction. This is good right now, but it has a problem brewing underneath it. And I think, in my absence, when I was on the other side, you've seen plenty of how things that may seem good in the moment have bad consequences.
This is true. This is a fair point.
So, I don't think it's fair to say. When is that ever the case, Emmeline? When has any relationship that any of us has made come with no strings attached, even if the person says it?
I think his consequences are very clear. He's going to try to recruit people to worship him.
Fair game. Capitalism.
What he means is there was no contract for y'all to sign, for us to sign, but it's a given what he's going to try to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to step outside. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to let him kind of...
that wand.
Yep, yeah, I'm going to fix that one. I'm going to go ahead and also take a look at this ring that I stole from Bill, because I have the time. It could be something really cool, like another ring of fire breathing or so. I don't know. I'll leave you guys to this conversation. She'll kind of skitter away.
Okay.
I think, Diablo, the choice that was presented to us, which the governor made quite clear, is that a great number of people in the city were going to starve and die. And so...
Danasha, I'm not saying we shouldn't have done it.
No, I know.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we need to expect that there's going to be bad stuff to come. There's going to be fallout from this.
Yes. I understand and I agree. And that's why I'm saying we see, at least the present issue, which is the priests of a demon lord are now present here and are going to tell the tales of how he saved this city. And unfortunately, that means we put a great burden on you, High Luminary, to make sure that they don't dominate the minds and hearts of the people.
I will say
I got an
something
idea.
that might seem a little heretical. I believe, I know what Steelnor and Alnor and the Temple of the Twin Burning Suns represents law, order, and atonement for violating those laws and disrupting order. The gods are not without their fault. Many of them were once mortal and ascended to a divine rank.
What? I didn't
Is the way of
know
things. Gods rise and fall over the histories. We just tend to forget our histories. But what I fear, if they are able to walk freely among us as they once did, with no oaths, no edicts, no boundary between their true forms being among us, we will see another divine war. We will see what you saw fall from the sky during your battle with the governor today, but on a tenfold scale. The heat of 10,000 suns raining down upon a city that just seems to disagree with the holy word of a divine being. She'll stand up. Tread carefully, Val Vanguard. His divine light can also be feasted upon by things lurking in the dark.
Hey, Luminary,
She'll turn around.
can I ask you of one favor before this celebration kicks off? If you can offer it.
It's the least that I can do, given all that you have done.
I need a scribe and a courier to deliver to the 3rd level.
What would you like delivered?
I need to write a letter to Blaze's gym. It's a shabby joint down there.
Very well. Draft it. I will wait.
All right.
Devil will find a corner and some, I guess, stationery, a pen, something like that, to draft a letter. Basically, to invite his former coach, who lives within the city, to join them in the celebration.
Yeah.
Using more careful language than he would normally, I guess. Kind of almost apologetic, even though he hasn't talked to him. He can only imagine the worst as to what his coach would think that about the group that Diablo created being responsible for calamity in his own home, in his nation of origin, Drellworm. But he invites him nonetheless to try to maybe make up some sort of he doesn't know, basically. He's extending a hand.
May I ask where the Veil Vanguard looks to next and their journey?
The Lamwood Wood.
Miradorn. But the Lamwood Wood first. We believe there's something that, well, that Contras is weak to there. Some way that we can destroy him or weaken him enough to send him back. And hopefully with him pushed back, maybe Casimir can reenact his edicts.
Is there anything that I might be able to answer for you, given my knowledge of the divine?
I ain't got no questions.
It was the governor who pointed us towards Contras's weakness. Do you believe this is real?
I do believe so. I believe that, in addition to that information that you may find, you also were seeking access to a library of sorts of divine guardianship.
Yes, the library of added character. It was the library of Elora, wasn't it? The library of Elora.
Mysteries.
I believed it was near Dorganol.
Luckily for you, in Miradorn, there is a family that excels in trade by sea and are capable of fighting off the many dangers within the waters. They may be able to give you passage to Mysteria, in which a temple of Allura exists, a great tower. And perhaps there, if proper tribute were paid, she would perhaps give you access to her realm.
Mysteria? You mean? The source of the tears?
Where the flame of creation was imprisoned, and where some known as the Seekers, some that you have met, ascended to godhood many decades ago.
Yes.
And what happens next will be a story for another time. Oop, wrong one. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. We are going to end our session there for the evening, as it has gone on for quite a long time. A lot of combat today, a lot of exciting leads. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Diablo Dorado.
Something we were kind of talking about off stream. With this level up, I feel like we have taken a massive step, as much as it is one level. I mean, I feel like expressing that visually through everybody's powers. I mean, Sanasha's manifestation of the tree roots behind her swings, the druidic and like divine powers that Naoki and Percy have, and then just the, I guess, pure arcane knowledge that Emmeline possesses as well. And well, you know, Diablo, of course, my description of the horned and maned serpent he creates with his power. I feel like we did a lot of fun display this session. Just a display of, I guess, thinking on our feet in combat, especially with those banishment spells. Those made that a lot more effective. Made it we took what we learned from our previous battles and used it, is the best way I could say that. And a lot was done. And I'm sure there will be consequences, as there is with everything.
Consequences can be good or bad.
Yeah, of course. But like I said, you know, there's always going to be a reaction. But yeah, I'm excited to see what else happens. Maybe see some Diablo stuff next session with the celebration, however the celebration ends up going. And with that, I'll pass it over to Guy, who plays Sanasha, the one who died, but but you live.
Sanasha's first proper brush with death. I mean, outside of in dreams, but we don't talk about what happens in dreams. That's just mysteries. It was saying. So I think that there's going to be a lot for her to think about from that moment. I mean, Emmeline was dead for a lot longer and got to see a little bit more of the afterlife, but Sanasha gets to continue her journey because of Nexus, the god that she spurned several times over, who, despite her resistance of her blessing, still chose to let her come back. I think we have a lot of potential consequences. Once again, the party made a very difficult decision that we're not going to know how that plays out for the future. I mean, we kind of had to weigh, do we let people starve, or do we allow one of the demon princes to influence another city? This time through the power of religion instead of with the power of force. And finding out that there's our next steps laid ahead of us, heading on to Lemwood Wood, Mirador, and back to Mysteria potentially, and knowing that Contras is gaining ground every day that we wait. And we're not sure how much he's going to gain and how big his threat is going to be if we find the weapon to defeat him in time. But those are all questions we're going to answer another day. So I will pass it on to Josh, Sanasha's great savior, the high priest in the future of Nexus, maybe.
Maybe, we'll see. But I think that's Percy 2, Death 0. He's outplaying Death, saving his teammates one at a time. But no. No, nearly. Nah, it was all under control. He had a backup plan. No, he didn't. That's a lie. But no, super fun session, super fun combat. Mysterious family in Miradon. I wonder who they are.
Yeah,
I don't know either. That's really weird, that. Super not excited for the celebration, as I feel like Percy is more sad about the loss of lives that we gained, even though we were heroes, which was nice for once in a while, but we did unfortunately lose some lives along the way. God, that prick in your side, which is Contras, constantly ticking away, gaining power, gaining allies. It's scary. And then you've obviously got the threat of the other more Eldritch beings coming in, ending the world. It's hard to know what to focus on, but I think Contras is probably the biggest problem at the minute. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say. Super fun session, super cool moments. Can't wait for next session and the roleplay moments we're probably going to get. Excited for a less combat-y one, hopefully. But I think with that, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Emmeline.
Yeah, Emmeline's in the opposite boat. She is very excited for the celebration. Life really, it's probably not going to go on very long. So you got to enjoy what we can, take the wins we could get, because, like you said, the Eldritch beings are coming. So, however, hope will arise next episode, okay? So make sure that you tune in for next episode next Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST, because she will be identifying that ring. She will be using her big brain. She will be giving the headband to someone. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot going on. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to pass it over Isaac, who plays Naoki, our wonderful druid.
Thank you. I'm very excited to see what next session has in store for us. Naoki is definitely going to party down. He's going to absolutely be demolished, inebriated, probably feeling like absolute trash the next day, because what better way to celebrate a holiday named after yourself? Am I right? And then also kind of curious to see what that little effect that we have done on the city, how it will go. Personally, I think that even though it is a demon lord that is now somewhat in the city, at least it's kind of protected from Contras, if you think about it. Because Oriana did say, I don't like Contras. So we'll just have to see what happens next time. But I'll pass it back over to Michael, who is our DM.
Thank you so much, sir Isaac, and thank you so much to everyone who has come and been part of tonight's session as either a viewer or a cast member. And I've said this before many times in the past, but I will continue to say so. This community continues to grow in ways I never thought that it could. Time and time again, the creativity behind the variety of volunteers and people we have just continues to astound me. So, as I approach 20 years of managing guilds, clans, communities, and on the online world, which, by the way, is about 60% of my life as a 31-year-old, and I just want to say thank you to all of our cast members for being part of this since the dawn of COVID. And thank you to anyone who is part of our team who might be listening or watching at this moment in time. You can be part of it as well. lichsouls.com/discord. Our website is lichsouls.com. And I can't wait to continue to make more memories and bring people together over what brings us together: adventures, pop culture, media, and video games. Until then, until next time, we will be live 8 p.m. next week here at twitch.tv/lichsouls. Bye.